is week number 9 of the high school football season. And tonight, the Preppers of University invade Chardon to take on your Hilltoppers. I'm Matt Jaworski, joined by my broadcast partner and friend, Jamie Ward. Jamie, a big game tonight for the Hilltoppers. Essentially, it's a must-win game if they want to make the playoffs. They're facing a reeling University team that has been battling a lot of injuries, especially at the quarterback position tonight. But most importantly, the Hilltoppers very high, coming off a huge win against their biggest rival, Riverside, last week.
Right, and that is what has propelled them into this playoff hunt. Now they play two teams with losing records, Matt. Tonight, University at 3-5. Next week, Lakeside. They don't have a win all year. So you have to like where you're sitting right now if you're the Chardon Hilltoppers, but you still have 8 quarters to play at least, and they have to stay very, very focused. You don't want to overlook an opponent and get surprised.
Absolutely. On the flip side of that, too, you want to take care of business, but also remain injury-free as you look ahead to week 11.
And Matt, University leaving the conference next year as the conference gets remade. Chardon University may not play again for the foreseeable future. So in a way, this is sort of the closing of the chapter between this private school and our own Hilltoppers.
Absolutely. We've got a lot. Speaking of closing chapters, we have a lot of things to get to today, so we have the big Halloween show by the band, but before that, we have senior night for the cheerleaders, the band, and, of course, the football team. All that is coming up next here on GTV.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2014 Football Senior Parent Night at Chardon High School. We will be recognizing the senior football players, student trainers, team manager, and cheerleaders, along with their parents, before tonight's game between University School and Chardon High. We want to commend and thank all our seniors for their dedication, hard work, and their many contributions to the football and cheer programs, as well as their sportsmanship and the positive example they set for younger players. Parent participation is also crucial to the success of all athletic programs. The sacrifices our parents make are greatly appreciated by the players and coaches alike. You contribute hours of driving to practices and games, supporting our athletes, win or lose, as well as the spectacular pre-game dinners our athletes appreciate so much. Thanks to all of you, cheerleaders, student trainers, players, manager, and parents, for making Chardon High School football and Chardon cheerleading such outstanding programs. Each senior has also selected a teacher who has made a positive impact during their time in Chardon local school system. We will start by introducing our senior cheerleaders, their parents, and chosen teachers in alphabetical order. Kayla Bolden, escorted by her parents, Mike and Nancy Bolden. Mr. Josh Likala is Kayla's choice as her most influential teacher. Kayla plans to attend either Ohio University or Miami University to major in science or business. Madison Hess, escorted by her parents, Ash and Kim Hess. Mr. Joe Ritchie is Madison's choice for most influential teacher. Apparently, after graduation, Madison plans to attend either Notre Dame College or Ohio or Kent State University to study nursing. Marina Luz, escorted by her parents, Brett and Carla Luz. Marina has selected Mr. Scott Brown as her most positive influence. After graduation, Marina plans to attend The Ohio State University for psychology or therapy. Carly Maruna, accompanied by her parents, Bev and Tim Maruna. Mr. Tim Armelli is Carly's choice as her most positive influence. Carly hopes to attend the University of Akron to major in child development so she can eventually become a child life specialist. Alicia Talaco, with her parents Frank and Laura Talaco. Mr. Jeremy Farrow is Alicia's choice as most positive influence. Alicia would like to thank Mr. Farrow for always caring and encouraging her even after she left the middle school. Alicia is currently attending Auburn Career Center's cosmetology program and will take her state board exam at the end of senior year to become a licensed cosmetologist. We will now honor our senior student trainers and team manager. Team manager James Brookshire, accompanied by his uncle, Evan Nunnally. James has selected Mr. Jim Britt as his most influential teacher. After graduation, James will continue to study French and also take Russian classes at Lakeland Community College. Student trainer Jamie Benjamin, escorted by her parents Rob and Sharon Benjamin. Jamie has selected Mrs. Kim Butala as her most positive influence. Jamie is planning to attend a four-year school, possibly The Ohio State University, to study either education or athletic training. Student trainer Christine Stanko, accompanied by her parents Maura and Jim Stanko. Mrs. Dawn Weaver is Christine's choice for most positive influence. After high school, Christine plans on attending a four-year university to study medical research. And now for our senior football players introduced in numerical order. Number 1, Nick Mysick, escorted by his parents Bev and Rick Mysick. Mr. Andy Fetchick is Nick's choice for his most positive influence. After graduation, Nick plans to attend college at either The Ohio State University or the University of Cincinnati. Number 3, Dominic Shea, accompanied by his parents Kevin and Mary Kay Shea. Mr. Joe Ritchie is Dominic's choice as most influential teacher. Dominic would like to attend Kent State University and is undecided on his major. Number 4, Drew McCartney, with his mother Gina McCartney and Eric Ellis, and his father Craig McCartney with Kate McCartney. Mrs. Jeannie Clark is Drew's selection for most positive influence. Presently, Drew is undecided on a college but plans to major in chemical engineering. Number 5, Danny Comertz, escorted by his parents Martin and Kimberly Comertz. Mrs. Dawn Weaver is Danny's choice as his most influential teacher. After graduation, Danny plans to attend the University of Cincinnati or Kent State University to earn a nursing degree. Number 6, Mike Connick, accompanied by his parents Karina and Tom Connick. Mr. Ron Cole is Mike's choice for his most positive influence. Mike is currently undecided as to which university to attend, but he wants to study business. Number 7, Justin O, escorted by his parents Cheryl and James O. Mrs. Jeannie Clark is Justin's selection for most positive influence. After graduation, Justin plans to attend a college in the West and earn a four-year degree in architecture. Number 8, Riley Thompson, with his parents Katie and Todd Thompson. Mrs. Marilyn Rohr is Riley's choice as his most positive influence. Riley's message to Mrs. Rohr is, "I want to thank you, Mrs. Rohr, for everything you have taught me throughout the last 2 years. There was never a dull moment during your classes. I'll never forget them." After graduation, Riley plans to pursue a degree in pre-medical biology and further his education with a master's degree to become an anesthesiologist. Number 11, Connor McBride, escorted by his parents Mike and Renata McBride. Mr. Eric Bartley is Connor's choice for most influential teacher. After graduation, Connor plans to go to Kent State for criminal justice. Number 12, Patrick Sullivan, accompanied by his parents, Kathy and Pat Sullivan. Patrick's most positive influence is Mr. Ron Cole. After graduation, Patrick hopes to attend the University of Cincinnati to major in engineering. Number 15, senior Michael Cardina, with his parents Phil Cardina and Jody Bartley. Mr. Doug Snyder is Michael's choice as his most positive influence. Michael will attend a four-year college and plans to major in criminal justice. Number 20, Sean Maroney, with his parents Sean and Julie Maroney. Mr. Joe Ritchie is Sean's choice for most positive influence. Sean plans on going to Ohio University to major in engineering. Number 23, Jordan Barrett, escorted by his parents, Danica and Gabe Barrett. Mrs. Jeannie Clark has been Jordan's positive influence. Jordan hopes to attend the University of Akron to study construction engineering technology. Number 28, Joe Grippy, with his parents Joe and Diane Grippy. Mr. Dan Dinko is Joe's selection as most influential teacher. Joe plans to attend the University of Cincinnati to study civil engineering. Number 32, David Douglas, accompanied by his parents Karen Perko, John Perko, David Douglas, and Meta Douglas. Mr. Ron Cole is David's choice as most influential teacher. David is currently undecided in what he wants to do as a career choice, but he wants to attend the University of Cincinnati next fall. Number 39, Zach Gaspar, accompanied by his parents Larry and Sherry Gaspar. Zach has selected Mrs. Ann Grantham as his most influential teacher. And after graduation, Zach plans to attend The Ohio State University or Bowling Green University for construction management. Number 40, Ben Sivas with his parents, Michael and Diane Sivas. Mr. Joe Ritchie is Ben's choice for most influential teacher. Ben plans to attend college at Miami, University of Cincinnati, or Ohio State to study architecture. Number 43, James Knopp, accompanied by his parents, Jim and Sarah Knopp. Mr. Ron Cole is James' choice as his most influential teacher. After graduation, James plans to attend the West Virginia University and study petroleum engineering. Number 49, Riley Tatanetti, with her parents Tim and Gunny Corcoran and Perry Tatanetti. Mr. Joe Ritchie is Riley's choice for her most positive influence. Riley plans to attend a 4-year university and is currently undecided on a major. She wants to thank all the boys for accepting her even though she is a girl and for always being supportive friends. Also a special shout out to my holders, Nick Mysick and Riley Thompson, and my snapper, Skylar Pekosik, Dream Team 2014. Number 52, Joe Malone, accompanied by his parents, Dennis and Michelle Malone. Mrs. Jeannie Clark is Joe's choice for most positive influence. Joe plans on attending a 4-year university, and he is undecided on his major. Number 55, Clay Allman, with his parents, Robert Allman and Kimberly Martell. Clay has chosen Mrs. Kim Butala as his most positive influence. After graduation, Clay plans to attend college to get a degree in physical therapy. Number 56, Ryan Doyle, with his parents Keith and Kristen Doyle. Ryan has selected Mr. Dan Dinko as his most positive influence. Ryan plans to attend The Ohio State University after high school. He will major in biology or neuroscience while following the pre-medical track in hopes of becoming a doctor. Number 71, John Karikas, accompanied by his parents, Howard and Carol Karikas. John has selected Mr. Joe Ritchie as his most positive influence. John is undecided on a college, but wants to study biology on the pre-med track and eventually be a physician's assistant. And number 74, Dominic Dia, with his parents Thomas and Deborah Dia. Mr. Joe Ritchie is Dominic's choice for most influential teacher. Dominic plans to attend a 4-year college to major in civil engineering. A round of applause once again for these great students, teachers, and most of all, parents. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing the 2014 Chardon Hilltopper Marching Band. With Senior Drum Major Callie Weber. The Hilltoppers Marching Band would like to thank everyone who helped us have a successful season. From our parents to bus drivers, we owe you a big thank you. Now, here's the Chardon High School Fight Song. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we are honoring all of our veterans during the playing of This Is My Country. Veterans, would you please rise and be recognized? Would you now please stand and join our veterans as we honor America with the playing of our country's national anthem, and remain standing for a special version of the Chardon High School alma mater, which tonight we dedicate to our senior band members. gentlemen, the class of 2015. Thank you, seniors, for all your leadership and hard work. Good luck to you all. The Board of Education Superintendent, Principal, and Athletic Director of Chardon High School extends to each of you a cordial welcome. We are pleased that you are here tonight. Chardon High School and University School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals. While play may be fierce, all in attendance tonight are reminded that this is a game between young adults and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The officials are referee Alan Cassiola, umpire Mike Craffey, Mike's birthday is today, linesman Chris Daly, line judge Phil Garcia, and back judge Terry Newell.
Welcome back to Chardon Memorial. Matt Jaworski, Jamie Wood with you as we are getting set for kickoff and the Hilltoppers getting ready to come on the field. Jamie, it's been a big week for the Hilltoppers coming off that huge win against Riverside. And in this game today, really, if Chardon takes care of business the way that these numbers may fall, Chardon should be in a pretty good position to win next week and officially clinch a playoff berth.
Important to mention that tonight is probably the last home game, even though Chardon will likely make
Ladies
the playoffs.
And gentlemen,
they
please
probably
welcome
will not play at
your
home.
2000
Very, very small odds on that. So as we watch this team take the field, Matt, this is the last time in 2014.
Last time that these seniors will run out of the tunnel here at Chardon Memorial. And it's been one heck of a ride for them, Jamie. Hilltoppers enter tonight's game, and really the only numbers that matter right now are the total wins and losses, but this is a team that coming into tonight boasts a nice resume, and really when you look at what this team has done right now, standing 6-2, they have left it all on the field.
Yeah, well, if you look at this schedule, the win against Riverside was key. Had a chance to beat South, couldn't do it. Had a chance to beat Madison, couldn't do it. There were 3 major games in the Premier Athletic Conference this year, and when they needed to the most, they stepped up on the last drive of the game. It was Patrick Sullivan who scored the go-ahead and winning touchdown against Riverside. Always a rivalry, Matt, against Dave Boers and those Beavers, and so now we finish the season in week 9 and 10 with 2 winnable games and a chance to get Mitch Hewitt back into the playoffs 2 times in 3 years.
Absolutely, and again, it all starts tonight against US. This is a University squad that we mentioned in the open has been having some issues of their own, and for University, it's been a injury situation. And 2 weeks ago, they lost their starting quarterback for the year, junior Frank Sanito, and Sanito was their leader, statistically speaking. He was the man when it came to passing, was 75 of 119 on the year for about 63% completions, had thrown for 7 touchdowns and just 4 interceptions, a QB rating of about 87. And he had led them. It was an up-and-down season for US, but certainly he was a big threat. He is out for the rest of the year, and in place is Jaden Cunningham. And Cunningham, last week against North, a game that I had a chance to broadcast, was iffy at best. A lot of inaccurate throws, very short throws that just couldn't reach the receivers or throwing way over the head of his intended target. So,
well, and that's what we would expect. At this level, Matt, at the size of these 2 schools, a freshman starting a varsity game is really unprecedented.
Well, the issue for US last week was North could not get much pressure on the quarterback, but we know with guys like Drew McCartney, who has 8 sacks on the year, this Hilltopper defense, which we're going to be seeing off the bat, has a propensity to get in the backfield and pressure the quarterback.
Hilltoppers won the toss. They elected to defer to the second half, and so the Preppers will take the ball and move left to right from our vantage point toward the north end zone, which is also toward the Chardon Crazies, who we'll mention throughout the night.
Austin Locanti, number 10, and Max Feldman, number 6, back deep to receive. for the Preppers. And Drew McCartney, the senior, teeing it up and taking his normal steps back to about the 31 as he's getting set to kick off and start this game. 12 minutes on the clock. Crazy's going blackout tonight, by the way, just in case you're wondering, matching their seniors on the field. It's going to be a high, short kick fielded by an up back near the 30-yard line, and it'll be pretty good field position to start off with for the Preppers.
Let's look at the Hilltopper defense. We're going to see a variety of these players. First on the defensive line, Joe Grippy is 28, Ben Sivas is number 40, and Drew McCartney, who leads the team in sacks, will be at defensive end. We'll see Lucas Lundblad, number 42, playing as well, and Sean Maroney is going to be moving in and out at the linebacker position, along with Jordan Barrett and Joe Sivas.
Well, the freshman, Jaden Cunningham, 5'10", 150 from the gun. 3 receivers set. Going to drop back the pass, look and throw, and he hits his man quickly right off the bat. Will Carrico, the junior, 6'2", 175.
Tackle made by Justin O. He'll be joined in the defensive secondary with the other cornerback, Riley Thompson, and our safeties are Mikey Connick and Nick Meisick.
After this play, we'll get to the Toppers' key position player, or excuse me, the Preppers' key position players.
University Preppers. Private school.
Well, 4 wideouts.
All boys school too, Matt.
Cunningham looking to throw down the middle of the field. Ball incomplete. Well ahead is his intended target, Austin Locanti. Nice coverage by Mike Connick. You look at the guys who Cunningham will be throwing to, and they're going to include John Dumas, a sophomore, 5'11", 155. Charlie Vudoris, a senior, 6'4", 200. Matt Casio, a senior, 6'0", 175. Feldman's a sophomore, 5'11", 160. Austin Locanti, a junior, 5'8", 160. Grant Bumbu, the junior, 6'0", 185. Will Carco, the junior, 6'2", 175. And Will Hart, the junior, 6'2", 175. Cunningham looking to throw right side, and ball is going to be nearly picked off. Boy, oh boy, I thought O had that.
Yes, official right on it. Wanted to mention Joe Malone, number 52 as well, who is a big part of this Hilltopper defense. And so a good early sign, Matt. The Hilltoppers force a 3 and out.
Well, that's what you wanted to see from Chardon. And now it'll be Will Hart back to punt. Hart on the year averages about 35 yards per punt. Good punt. Well, bobbled by Connick, picks it up. A few stutter steps, and Connick breaks a tackle. Connick still on his feet across the 30. What a great second and third effort by Mike Connick.
Yeah, great job by the senior. Again, playing his last home game, and originally muffed it, was able to pick it up though. And now we look at the Hilltopper offense, Matt, of course, led by Patrick Sullivan, who has been so important, the senior quarterback. He's going to be joined on the line by center Jamie Tierney. Number 78, Dustin Clute, is playing right guard today. Justin Stanko is at right tackle.
Now 2 receivers for Sullivan from the shotgun. 2 wingmen, one to his right, one to his left. Man going in motion. Fake handoff, flags flying, and wave this snap off. It's going to go against Chardon, illegal procedure.
Let's finish with the left guard, Clay Allman, and the left tackle is going to be number 59, and that is Skylar Petkovic. We're going to see Jordan Barrett playing a lot of wingback along with Christian Ross. Ben Sivas and Joe Grippy have been taking turns at tight end all year. After Sivas' injury, Grippy has really stepped up.
El Cardina, the lone split end, 3 backs to choose from for Sullivan. Sends a man in motion. Will hand the ball off, and let's see, who was that? That was Grippy. Grippy across the 30.
Grippy second on the team in rushing yards behind Patrick Sullivan.
Grippy an even 500. Boy, how often do you see that someone had an even number like 500? Well, let's look at the Preppers defense, and they're going to be rotating a lot of guys in and out of this game, and we'll actually get to that after this play. It's 2nd down and 10 for the Toppers from their own 31-yard line as they work their way right to left across your TV screen. Sullivan from the shotgun will hand it off. Actually, he's going to keep it himself, and Sullivan tries to go around the right side, but picks up a very small amount of yardage.
Last time the Hilltoppers played here at home, it was that loss to Madison, and what we saw, Matt, was penalties. That was the difference in the game. The early procedure call now gives a 3rd down and about a long 8, short 9. And let's hope that Chardon can limit those tonight.
Now 3rd down and 8 from their own 32. 3 receivers for Chardon. Sullivan dropping back to pass, looking to throw, looking left side, and throws it well out of bounds. Was, boy, I suppose looking for one of his running backs, and that time it was Jesse Smith, the sophomore. But that was that. Well, McCartney out to a punt, and not necessarily the way that Chardon, Jamie, wanted to start things off, but you know, sometimes you just got to feel the other team out early on and decide what you're going to do from there.
Yeah, Sullivan has thrown the ball this year a little bit more than what we would expect out of a Chardon quarterback.
So Riley Thompson back to punt, a high snap. Actually, it was Patrick Sullivan who punted the football. Sullivan, the kick will roll to about, what is that, the 30?
Coming in, Matt, Sullivan 640 yards through the air. We haven't seen this type of running game that we saw in 2012 when Chardon made their playoff run, and so we wonder if maybe Sullivan's arm could not be a key as we move forward.
Well, absolutely. When you have that kind of an arm, Jamie, you're not necessarily going to run the ball as much as you normally would. Well, here comes the Preppers back out on the field, 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line. Preppers in their own white uniforms with those maroon helmets. Handoff, and see who gets up off the pile. Well, that was number 27 for the Preppers, Jay Bullock, a senior, 6'2", 250. He's one of only 2 running backs listed on the U.S. roster, the other being Daniel Wernick, a junior, 5'9", 190. Bullock will get the majority of carries, what little carries there are by this U.S. team. 2nd down and 9 for the Preppers. Cunningham looking to throw a quick throw right side. Oh, some tight coverage, and the catch made by John Dumas before he's brought down, but this flag will go against Chardon.
Nice job to stay with that catch. Looking at University, Matt, they've got the 3 wins, but guess what? They come against 3 opponents who have more than losing records. Shaker Heights, Youngstown East, and Lakeside. Those teams are combined 2-22. So even though it seems as though University comes in just a game below 500, the true story, if you look at each individual game, is that they have really struggled.
They have, and it's been an up and down year. When I had the chance to talk with head coach Jim Stevens last week, you know, he mentioned it. He said this has been a roller coaster for us, and we've had some good games, but we've had some bad games as well. We just cannot figure it out. And you look at those losses that they have, Jamie, they have not been close either. 1st and 10, now ball on their own 47-yard line. Preppers will look to put the ball in the air. Nice catch made by Cassio. Cassio looked like he put the ball on the ground. The question is, did it stay in play? Who recovered?
Referee threw a flag, and was it a penalty? It looks as though it was. Sometimes they drop that flag as a marker as to where the ball was lost, but you would usually throw your beanbag. We do have the name of the officials tonight as they try to sort it out. The referee is Alan Cassiola, umpire Mike Caffey. The linesman is Chris Daly, line judge Phil Garcia, and the back judge is Terry Newhart.
Now penalty will be assessed against University, so mark the ball back 10 yards from where the holding penalty occurred.
They're in a hurry up right now, Matt.
Now they're trying Jaden Cunningham, 4 receivers, plus Bullock in the backfield. Cunningham going to step up, throw the ball down the field. Ball in and out of the hands of Charlie Vudoris.
He was blocked, though, screened by a couple of Chardon defensive backs.
And Cunningham into double coverage right there.
You know, it's funny. You've got a freshman at quarterback, and boy, are they airing it out. Not wasting any time. A lot of confidence in this young man, Jaden Cunningham, 5'10", 150-pound freshman. But I got to say, early on, doesn't look so much.
No. Cunningham on the year, 39 of 83 for about 43% completion. 4 receivers, 2 on each side, and Bullock in the backfield. And now a prepper moved. Back him up 5 more.
Good news for Chardon. Hey, tonight's cable cast funded by your cable subscriber franchise fees, and we'd like to again extend thanks to all of our GTV funding communities for their year-round support, including those not funding this contest tonight. They are Burton Village, Chardon Township, the City of Chardon, Hamden Township, Middlefield Village, and Munson Township. Thanks again for supporting GTV.
Well, it's 2nd and 27 now for U.S. Ball on their own 35-yard line. Cunningham looking to throw across, and he gets back to about the line of scrimmage.
Very
Doris
short
with the catch.
Very short gain, very long yardage here on 3rd down.
And that, Jamie, is really what U.S. was able to do successfully against North. Imagine really 200 yards worth of that kind of passing.
We've seen Cunningham with a lot of 3-step drops, meaning that this defensive line for Chardon, Sivas, Grippy, and McCartney as well, have not had a chance to really get to him yet. But on a 3rd and, what is this, 22? Let's see.
4 receivers plus a back. Cunningham going to throw, and again, off the mark, incomplete. So Preppers will once again send out Will Hart to punt the football. This is what the Toppers defense wanted, Jamie. Come out, establish the tone early. Fortunate enough that their penalty was negated by the holding penalty by U.S. and then add another penalty on there. Really put the Preppers in a bad spot.
Well, this is a team, Matt, coming in that when they've won, they've been able to score a little bit, but in their losses, you're looking at 3, 7, 19, 17, not a ton of points.
A high booming kick by Hart, and Connick will let it bounce, and it's going to make its way across the 20 down to about the 17-yard line.
It's a high sky tonight. The lights are on, and typically, you remember, Matt, when we were here in week 1, the sun would have still been shining in our face, but now it's getting dark pretty early.
Let me ask, Jamie, would you trade the sun in our face in, 75-ish degree temperature where you can wear shorts for a dark sky and wearing coats and jackets? And
it's not so bad tonight. It is a little chilly, but
because I'll take this. I'll take this without the sun.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to see.
Sullivan going to hand the ball off, making a nice cut and trying to get his way up to the 20-yard line was Grippy. Check that, that's Jordan Barrett.
Barrett, another one of the seniors that we saw come out with their parents. And you know what was neat about that tonight, Matt, is the students pick a teacher or coach or somebody who's meant a lot to them, and the teachers actually came out tonight with the students.
And they do that for all the sports, not just football. Always a nice special touch that they do here at Chardon. Sivas, the handoff, going to pound his way up near the 25-yard line to make it 3rd down and manageable.
Sivas missed a few weeks this season with that shoulder injury, though. It's good to have him back. Of course, he's a very big part of what the defensive line does. But it's nice that he can spell Grippy, who's a junior as well.
Well, Cardina, the lone split end near side. 2 wing backs and another back for Sullivan. Sullivan going to hand the ball off to the first back through, and making his way across the 29 up to the 30 is Ben Sivas, and Sivas will get the first down of this game.
Took about 6 minutes.
Well, no score here from Chardon Memorial halfway through this first quarter. Matt Jaworski, Jamie Ward with you here on GTV. Appreciate you tuning us in. It is senior night as we say farewell to all these seniors that have given their hearts and souls to this football team. Sullivan on the fake and a rollout, going to throw. He hits McCartney. McCartney up across the 40 and near the sideline, up close to the 43-yard line.
That is catch number 8 for Drew McCartney, who actually, Matt, averages 32 yards a catch. He's had some really big plays this year, and I know you've seen him.
Absolutely. McCartney really a touchdown machine. he has 7 receptions. That was his 8th, and of those 8, 3 have been for scores. That's a pretty good ratio.
Yeah. You know, it's hard to play tight end in this offense. You do a lot of blocking.
From the gun, Sullivan will send Christian Ross in motion, scissor play. And a nice job by Mike Connick, makes a cutback. Connick across the 40, and Connick still on his feet nearing the 35, and it's a big old scrum up near the 35.
Well, you know who's appreciates that more than anybody, Matt, and that's Joe Connick, his brother, who's down on the sidelines. We talked to him before the game. He's here, away from college. Joe was a senior last year, was the heart and soul of this team in many ways, and the Connick name very important to this Chardon community.
You know, I know we said this throughout the season, but I just still can't fathom not having a Connick on this team next year. Going to be a little bit surreal. Sullivan from the gun will keep the ball himself, cutting near side, and Sullivan has some running room across the 30 to the 20. Sullivan on his feet across the 5, close to the pylon, but will fall just short. What a run by Patrick Sullivan as he brings the ball inside the 5, down near the 2.
Yeah, big breakaway speed there out of Patrick. We haven't seen that as much this year as we have in Hilltopper teams past. That's a big way to go, and now Hilltoppers, 4 plays, 3 plays to get 2 yards. I like their chances here to get the first score, Matt.
Well, Jamie, normally we're looking at a Chardon quarterback who has over 1,000 yards rushing at this point in the season, but Sullivan entering tonight's game only 718 on the ground. That's how balanced they have been with the ball on the run. They like to spread it out. Sullivan under center. And Sullivan going to keep it himself as he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers.
Walked in untouched.
With 4:28 to go in the first quarter, the Hilltoppers strike first and make it on the board. A 2-yard touchdown run by Patrick Sullivan gives Chardon the early 6-0 lead.
And here comes Riley Tatanetti. What a great story all year, Matt. You wondered when she first came in here at home, would it stick? Could it work? And it absolutely has. There she's got the neon green socks on, and she's in for the extra point.
Well, her family's actually sitting right in front of us. High snap, kick is down, and a line drive kick. Boy, Riley did all she could to get that kick away, but not much you can do with a snap like that. Throws the timing off.
Remember, she has never kicked a football in this type of situation until, what was it, maybe 6 weeks ago? Was it
week 2, week 3?
Week 2, yeah.
Something like that.
Well, 6-0 Hilltoppers, and it's a good time to remind everybody that any nonprofit organization from our funding community can send us announcements of interest at GTV P.O. Box 336 Chardon. You can fax those, if you still do that, 440-285-9897. And of course, the easiest way is to email us at geaugatv@windstream.net. Birthdays, anniversaries, any special occasions can be made that much more special through GTV. And so again, just send us an email at geaugatv@windstream.net.
Well, it's nice for Chardon, Jamie, to get on the board first. Now give their defense a little bit of breathing room. McCartney tees it up.
We talked about McCartney as the defensive end and the tight end. Yeah, he's also the place kicker.
A nice high kick, again, fielded by an up man near the 30. Wow. Nice hit. Carrickle was the return man. Malone said, how do you do? Welcome to Chardon.
Joe Malone, another one of those seniors, Matt. Big-time player, will be missed. Right back out in the spread.
Well, the QB gonna keep it himself. Actually, that's not the quarterback.
That's Lacani.
Yeah, Lacani. From the shotgun, goes left side, nothing going there. Nice job by the Chardon defense to sniff that out. Lundblad in on the tackle.
Hilltopper defensive coordinators, Bob Francis, one of the guys calling the defense, and Brian Landis. Francis up in the booth, Landis down on the sidelines.
Now, flags flying. Chardon pointing toward the U.S. side.
Early on, it's been the Preppers, although now University pointing the other way. Let's see what we have. It is against Chardon. Encroachment on the Hilltoppers.
Now they're going to try again. Cunningham looking to throw. Left side has his open receiver who picks up the first down. That's Austin Locanti. And Locanti moves the chains.
Man-to-man coverage, soft coverage out there on the far side.
Locanti has a receiver, the second leading receiver on this team, 284 yards, about 12 yards a catch, about 94 per game. 4 wideouts, and Jay Bullock in the backfield for freshman Jaden Cunningham. Cunningham, the quick throw far side to Locanti. Locanti makes the catch and tiptoes the sidelines up near the 45, crosses midfield.
Let's go, defense!
And Jamie, right now I see what US is doing. A lot of quick throws. They want the quarterback to get rid of the ball ASAP.
Yeah, and we're going to see that out of the gun every snap. At least 4 wide, 5 wide, empty backfield every time too, man. I mean, there's nobody back there other than the freshman.
They do not like to run the football. Ball over the middle going to be caught, and that's Vudoris. Vudoris with the catch across the 38, first down down near the 37-yard line of Chardon. Well, all of a sudden, US gaining some momentum. They picked up a couple of first downs. Trying to confuse Chardon with some of these crossing routes that they're making over the middle.
Yeah, the freshman has looked good on some of the short passes.
Well, pass again to the far side. Ball is caught by Locanti before he jumps out of play. Shy of the first down, though. Well, that'll bring up second down and about 4 for the Preppers. Ball on the Chardon 32-yard line. 2:53 remaining here in the first quarter. 6-0 Hilltoppers. Empty backfield again for Jaden Cunningham. Now feeling some pressure, steps up in the pocket, and Cunningham across the 30 over the 25 gets the first down as he's brought down near the 24.
Very nice athletic play, and what I don't like here for Chardon, Matt, is that you have a freshman who didn't play well last week, but here early on, he's gaining confidence. He's starting to really think, hey, I am the starting quarterback. We just saw that with that scamper. We've seen him complete at least 5 passes up to this point, and so we're actually watching the future of University right now.
Absolutely.
They need to put some pressure on him.
Ball up in the air and incomplete. Thought there for a second that Chardon might have had a chance to pick that ball off.
Barrett got a hand on that one.
Now second down and 10 from the Topper 24-yard line. Locanti and Vudoris, the wideouts to the far side of the field. And 2 more guys near side. Bullock now in the backfield with Cunningham.
Didn't know the snap here on the near side was John Dumas, a sophomore who kind of crept up a little bit as the receiver.
Hey, I want to mention, everyone, the Chardon Hilltopper Takedown Club going to have their 3rd annual Spaghetti Dinner fundraiser Saturday, November 15th, 2014 at Chardon High from 4 to 8 p.m. Cunningham Fakes one way, steps up, looks to throw over the middle, has a man wide open for the first down, and Austin Locanti inside the 5 down near the goal line.
Once again, he had time, completed a pass. Hilltoppers were in the zone, and so University on the move as we approach the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter.
3 players will check in now. Will Caracol comes into the game, and I saw Doris re-enter as well. Also Matt Cassio as well for US. Jaden Cunningham from the gun, and another flags. Boy, Jamie, a lot of flags early on in this first quarter.
Yeah, once again, and you wonder, do the crazies have anything to do with this here down in the north end zone? Once again, we see a very good turnout by them. I would say just about 2 whole sections filled up. And they are just the best of the best when it comes to student support.
They know how to make it loud down there for the visitor, for the opponents. Visiting teams.
I don't know where the band is right now. The band should be sitting there banging on those drums too. They're off. Must be flirting at the concession stands or something.
Well, Cunningham looking to throw left side, looking, ball up in the air. Incomplete. Good coverage by O.
Cunningham's pass intended for
pretty decent
Charlie
pass.
Fedoris, sails incomplete.
You know, one of the things that I don't know that
Number 7, Justin
we're seeing a lot of single coverage by the Hilltoppers and a lot of give in the zone.
Preppers.
I think that we're seeing here early on that Cunningham is he's a mobile quarterback. It's tough to put pressure on him. So the secondary is going to have to really step up.
2nd and 7. Handoff Bullock, and Bullock across the 6 up near the 5.
And see, that's the good news, Matt, is that even, what was that, maybe the 2nd or 3rd run of the game? Chardon was able to stop it up with just 4 or 5 interior guys.
No, Ben Sivas in on the tackle. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. Bullock in the backfield. 2 receivers on each side for Jaden Cunningham. Quick throw across the middle, incomplete. A quick timing route, but Locanti just not there. Now that brings up 4th down, and it looks like Ryder Bell. Well, Bell was, what was he going to do? Ryder, okay, so their kicker, Ryder Bell, will stay on the sidelines.
Man,
Ryder, Jamie, a Division I soccer recruit going to play at William and Mary.
Well, they're going to now take a timeout and think about this. Man, I just want to point out, University is a Division III school, just like Chardon, but you look at their sidelines, not nearly the amount of bodies over there.
Not at all. And, you know, one of those factors is it's a private school, and that certainly takes into play. Again, this is the last time, and Jamie, you talked about this earlier, that Chardon will be playing U.S. for the foreseeable future.
Right. Of course, the Premier Athletic Conference will go away at the end of this year. It'll look pretty similar, but it'll be called the Western Reserve Conference. We will lose Geneva and Lakeside and University. University makes it tough. It's not their fault, but it's an all-boys school, so it makes the other sports more difficult. And, of course, Mayfield, Brush, and Kenston, which I think, Matt, you and I are both very excited about the Bombers coming back and creating this Geauga County rivalry for Chardon.
From a volleyball standpoint, Jamie, the Bombers 120 consecutive CVC wins. They've never lost a volleyball game on the CVC.
That'll end in the new conference. Not that they're not outstanding, but that'll end.
But even from a football standpoint, it's going to be a lot of fun, and a lot of fun to see them in basketball and some of the other sports as well.
Offense is on the field. University trying to make a statement early.
Again, 4 receivers, 2 to each side, and Jay Bullock in the backfield lining up to the right of freshman Jaden Cunningham. Chardon looking to show some blitz. Cunningham's dropping back to throw. Up in the air, ball is caught by Locanti. Touchdown, Preppers.
He got behind the defensive back. That quieted the crowd.
So Austin Locanti, a 4-yard touchdown reception from Jaden Cunningham. And this game knotted up at 6 apiece.
This guy's a Division I recruit?
For soccer. Ryder Bell, good snap. Kick is blocked!
Wow!
Was that grippy? It was!
Huge! That was Wasser, number 76.
Okay,
kicking.
Wasser.
How big was that, man? Hey, don't forget, GTV's website, geaugatv.org, is a place you can go for replay dates and times. You can order DVDs, see what schedule we've got, sign up for our emails, and actually the site is being revamped now all the time. We just recently redid the whole thing, and we're adding features each and every day. The photo gallery, the Chardon Square camera, live streaming stuff, and the email notifications all back on the air. Visit geaugatv.org.
Now, Sivas and Mysick and Sean Maroney back to receive for the Hilltoppers. And you know, Jamie, sometimes you mentioned Ryder Bell. It's not the size of the soccer player, but the strength in the leg. Tyler Wasser, though, the big lineman, set to kick it off for the Preppers. Wasser's kick going to be a little bit short fielded up near the 9-yard line. And boy, oh boy, oh boy.
That hurts again.
That was not what you want to see from Joe Sivas.
It's going to be inside the 10 at the 9.
Well, just means that the Toppers, Jamie, have to go much farther, more than 90 yards.
Last time
91
University
to be exact.
beat Chardon, Matt, you and I were both there. It was 2011. University had a great team that year, and Chardon actually almost came back late, but they ended up losing.
Now man in motion, and Hilltoppers looking to put the ball in the air. It's Sullivan. Sullivan throwing across his body. Wide open, Drew McCartney up near the 25 and brought down near side, close to the 30-yard line. In on the coverage for U.S. was Jonas Young.
Great job, McCartney, wide open. Great pass on the run by Sullivan.
Well, that time it was play action.
That was like throwing the ball through a tire, wasn't it?
It was a beautiful pass. U.S. was thinking run the whole way, and McCartney just squeezed out and got wide open. Now Sullivan sending a man in motion, going to fake the handoff up the middle across the 35, 40, 45 midfield, cutting far side, trying to make it cut. And Sullivan brought down at the 40-yard line. In on the tackle for U.S., Charlie Vudoris.
Big blast, and that's probably going to be the final play of this first quarter. You know, I think Chardon would have liked to have played a little bit stronger here in this opening frame, but the good news is the offense looks explosive for the Hilltoppers.
Now starting to move the football, Jamie, and I think that they just might be getting these Preppers confused with what they're doing. A lot of play action going on. Well, we have played one quarter and the score tied at 6. We're going to take a timeout here on GTV. Welcome back, GTV. Second quarter just about to begin. Matt Jaworski and Jamie Ward with you. Chardon showing a unique formation, one that we have not seen. Sullivan going to fake the handoff, will throw, and he hits his man, Christian Ross, near side. Ross racing down the sidelines. Ross at the 10, the 5, before he is upended. A big tackle, touchdown-saving tackle by Evan Lubin, and the Hilltoppers are on the move.
Yes. 3 big plays. The pass to McCartney, the Sullivan run, and now we go to Ross. It's good to see. Into the game is number 39. That's Zach Gaspar, another senior. Of course, Zach's dad, the fire chief here in Chardon.
Well, Chardon looking to break this tie. Sullivan from the gun. Man behind him is Grippy. He'll give the ball, Grippy. Grippy up near the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers. Grippy from about 6 yards out with the score. Now, 32 seconds into the second quarter. Hilltoppers, Jamie, will bring out the PAT unit, Mysick, set to do the holding. Skylar Pekosik, the long snapper. Good snap this time, and Tadanetti's kick is true between the uprights, and it is good. So Chardon takes a 13-6 lead with 11:28 to go here in the second quarter.
Good thing to see Chardon just come right back and answer, and that's what you do when you're 6-2 and headed toward the playoffs, and playing a team that comes in trying to play spoiler here at home. You've got to take that momentum, because the longer you let a team think that they can play with you, the more jeopardy you are of losing.
And Jamie, you go back to that drive, it was 2 key passes. The first to Drew McCartney to get Chardon away from their end zone.
Heads up, Matt, here come the little footballs.
I'm waiting just to catch one. Throw it up here, ladies. The second,
you better let me catch it.
Okay. You've seen my catching skills. But the second was that big swing pass out to Christian Ross near side.
Yeah, 2 of those 3 plays were passes that got us into the grippy touchdown, and that's good to see. And they were wide open too, Matt, so don't let the Preppers believe that they could steal one here tonight.
No, it's a good way to come out and start the second quarter.
And I'd like to see, didn't mean to interrupt you, I'd like to see McCartney kick one here. These squib kicks are not doing the defense any favors.
Well, the other issue is the return men for the Preppers have some speed. They're going to let the ball bounce, and it's going to get back. Locanti going to pick it up near his 15, and Locanti looking for a gap to run through. He's upended and brought down by the ankles. A nice tackle by the Toppers. That was Kyle McCaffrey, the sophomore, 5'10", 188, in on the tackle.
Well, if you're going to do that squib, and Drew McCartney is not a kicker by trade. Remember, Patrick Sullivan was supposed to be the place kicker coming into the season. He hurt his knee in the preseason, and so that forced Riley Tattanetti to come off the girls' soccer team and kick extra points and field goals, and it forced Drew McCartney into a unenviable position of being the place kicker. But if you're going to kick those squibs, kick them where there is no prepper. And so maybe you can create a tense situation, and that's what he did right there.
That's what you hope for, Jamie. Officials, a little confusion with the ball, and they're going to, there you go, get the right football in.
Again, we're going to have this situation where as it gets colder, it's going to get a little slick out there. Temperature has dropped since we've got
trips far side in the slot. Cunningham looking to throw, ball up in the air, it's picked off! Racing down the sidelines and into the end zone, Sean Maroney. Boom!
Maroney went up and took that ball straight away. Either guy could have got it, man. It wasn't a terrible throw. It was a great defensive play, and boy, that is what the Hilltoppers would like to see.
Well, that was what, about a 28, 26-yard touchdown return on the interception.
Sean Maroney, as a defender, will not forget this senior night.
And Riley going to look to tack on another point. Money. 20-6 now the score, Jamie. And if you're US, it's not even a minute into the second quarter, and all of a sudden what was once a tied game, you're now down by 14 points.
Yeah.
That's just deflating.
Great turnaround. Great job. Offense gets it going. Defense gets a score, which is big. And now you're going to come right back. And this is what we talked about, man. You've got a freshman quarterback. Don't let him establish his confidence. Make him remember that for all intents and purposes, he should be playing the JV game tomorrow.
You mentioned the band. I just happened to be looking at them. They are back. They went to get their raincoats.
Uh-oh. Are those raincoats or just warm coats?
Tell
me they're warm coats.
They're both. They're for both.
Well, we've got a tent up above our head.
It's a little bit foggy, but the forecast was dry. It was supposed to be dry tonight.
Well, the band.
So I'm just assuming that they wanted the band to stay warm.
Don't forget, at halftime, it is the last home game before Halloween, so it is
Actually,
the
that's
Halloween
right. They're in their costumes.
Yeah, you're right. It's costume night. They get to wear their costumes, and we're going to see a very special halftime show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Trick or treat starts next
I
week.
always love Halloween. I know a guy who puts on a heck of a Halloween party, too, right here in Chardon.
Everybody loves Halloween. Trick or treating, by the way, in Chardon is on Halloween night. A lot of respect for that.
Pooch punt. It's up in the air. Going to be eventually caught.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
my. What
Holy
a
cow.
fingertip catch. Tip of the old top hat to Justin Walton. The sophomore able to make that catch.
Walton better be smiling, because when you wear 56, you're not supposed to have hands like that.
I got a feeling U.S. head coach Jim Stevens is smiling that his up man was able to make that catch. Otherwise, that would have been dangerous.
Yeah, good field position, though, for University.
Well, first down and 10 Preppers from their own 36-yard line. 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Bullock in the backfield. Bullock gets the handoff, and Bullock met at the line, able to gain a few yards. But boy, he was met quickly. Barrett was in on the tackle. I saw Maroney there too. We'll bring them second down and about 8 now for U.S. Ball on their 38-yard line. You look at the last 2 weeks of this football season, Jamie, and for Chardon, it really is a going-away party saying goodbye to U.S.
No down
Lakeside.
linemen, Matt, right now for Chardon. No defensive players are in a 3 or 4 point stance.
Well, Bullock took the handoff up the middle across midfield. Bullock eventually tripped up my Maroney near the 40-yard line.
Boy,
He got through the initial line. The middle was wide
there
open.
was no line. I mean, there was, but there were no Chardon players. What did they used to call that a few years ago? Like the UFO defense, where there
Something like that.
there's nobody's got a spot and everyone's kind of moving around. Didn't work that time. Now they're back to 4 down.
More traditional. Bullock again in the backfield. This time Cunningham looking to throw. Left side ball going to be incomplete. Was intended for LoConte. Minimal contact between LoConte and Mike Connick.
They've looked a lot to LoConte. Number 10, Austin. He's a junior, 5'8", 160.
No,
Yeah.
he really is the guy. Vodoris is the senior on this team, him and Cassio, but they like, for whatever reason, Cunningham likes to go to LoConte. He threw to LoConte about 15 times last week against North.
Hey, pass and run, pass and run.
He's in the slot.
Now that familiar 4-receiver set. Again, a quick step, a quick throw. Ball is going to be caught by LoConte, tiptoeing the sidelines and knocked out across the 35, up near the 33-yard line.
Austin LoConte, tackled by Joe Simon.
It'll be third down and about 3. Now we'll say 2, actually, I beg your pardon. So second and a long 2. Ball just shy of the 33-yard line. Cunningham, 3 receivers far side. Vodoris near side. Looking left side, then steps up in the pocket across the 30 and slides safely up near the 25-yard line. Nice play by smart play by the freshman.
Yeah, gave himself up too, didn't try to do too much. And he goes back to the sidelines looking for the next play.
Well, U.S., this would be huge if they could answer Chardon back, but the Chardon Hilltopper defense would like to get a stop here. Two receivers to each side. Pitch to Bullock, and Bullock met and dropped back near the 30-yard line. Boy, name your defensive lineman on that play. I saw Ben Sivas in there.
That's a big play. It's like a penalty, except for they lose the down.
Loss of 4 on the play. Clock continuing to run, 9:20 and counting, second quarter. It is now second down and 14, ball on the 30-yard line. And here come the Preppers to the line, 2 on each side, a back in the backfield's Bullock. Cunningham from the shotgun. Cunningham switches directions, going to throw right side, and ball. Well, I guess that
It's caught.
was caught. I couldn't see from my viewpoint.
Yeah, not much though, maybe 4 yards, so it's third and long.
Now 3rd and 10 back to the original line of scrimmage for U.S. And the Chardon defense looking to make a key 3rd down stop here. They've had some issues, Jamie, on 3rd down this year, trying to hold their opponents on 3rd down. Let's see if they can do it now. Trips near side in the slot. Left side. Now Cunningham stepping up, looking to throw right side ball. Caught for the 1st down and holding on to it as Mike kind of plowed into Max Feldman. So number 6 tackles number 6.
Wow. That was Cunningham keeping the play alive, avoiding the rush, finding the open guy. Another sophomore.
Now U.S. the 1st down moves the ball up to the 14-yard line. So now 14 yards away from pay dirt. 20-6 is the score. Chardon on top, but U.S. moving. Cunningham looking to throw left side. Cunningham ball up in the air. Vodoris will come down with it. A nice catch as he leapt over Nick Mysick.
That is a big young man, Matt. 6'4", 200 pounds, and you saw that size pay off there.
Yeah, Nick Mysick much smaller, 5'7", 146. A complete mismatch from a height standpoint. And really not much Mysick can do.
We're going to get a measurement.
And when you give up nearly a foot,
will we get a measurement? Not sure. Good time to remind everybody, high school sports is part of our programming lineup here on GTV, and our coverage continues all year long. For Berkshire, Cardinal, Notre Dame, Cathedral Latin, and Chardon Sports, we are getting to the end of the fall season, and we will have the winter season, though, coming very soon. And, of course, with the winter season comes all of our holiday coverage, which is one of the best times of the year. I think the best time to watch GTV when you think about all the music performances.
Chains will signal a 1st down. And Jamie, the next time we get a chance, it might be worth to start looking at some of these computer points for the Hilltoppers and who they have to hope loses and who they hope wins as well. Cunningham, 1st down and goal from the 3. One back to his right. Again, it's the big boy Bullock. 2 receivers to each side. And Cunningham going to hand the ball off. Bullock looking to get into the end zone. And Bullock backs his way in for the U.S. score.
3 yards out. Bullock's another big young man.
So Jay Bullock he's 55 on the roster.
Oh, sorry.
Yep, it's okay.
6'2", 250, Matt. So 2 of the Preppers' biggest end up getting the touchdown.
Yeah, actually a converted offensive lineman.
Bullock is.
Yes. No, U.S., Jamie, going to burn another timeout. They want to think about this now. What do? Do they go for 2 or do they kick 1 here? I would think the PAT would be a no-brainer, but they want to talk about it.
No,
well,
it is a no-brainer.
Mentioned earlier about the point situation. Right now, Chardon's sitting 6th in Division III Region 7. And the Hilltoppers have officially 16.15 points. Ahead of them with 16.650 is St. Vincent St. Mary. Below Chardon is Poland Seminary with 14.8375. And then Kenston coming in the 8th spot with 13.3250. Behind Kenston is Revere, then Howland, Akron Buchtel, Archbishop Hoban, and West Jaga checking in at 13. And really West G is the last team mathematically able to make the playoffs from D3 Region 7. Well, Tyler Wasser in the kick.
He's kicking all night.
Bad snap, Wasser.
Oh,
just going to have to cover it up.
Second failed try. You know, over the years, Matt, we've seen Chardon sort of struggle with the special teams, but tonight it's University, and that's a good thing.
Now Chardon happy that that happens. It means that score remains 20-12. So Chardon remains on top by 8, or now leads by 8. But I think, Jamie, more importantly, their offense would love to get back on the field at this point. It was a very quick drive to start this second quarter for the Hilltoppers. And then the interception by Maroney kept them back on the bench as well, because Maroney took it to the house.
Only took them 4 plays to score their last time out.
Hey, spread out a little.
Wasser puts his foot into it. It's going to be a short kick fielded up near the 15-yard line. And the Toppers will get something going across the 40. Was the return man. And that was Maroney who returns it about to the 42-43. So Hilltoppers, Jamie, with good field position to start off this drive.
Yeah, a couple of big plays from Sullivan's arm. And yet, University's interior defense has looked a little soft too, so they can really do whatever they'd like at this point.
McCartney lined up, lone wide out far side of the field. Officials want to signal a stoppage. They want to again switch footballs.
Who's the ball boy tonight?
Well, this is the second time they've had to do that. They're just not switching the footballs. But McCartney, who was lined up as a wideout, going to stay in wideout on the far side. 2 split ends near side for the Toppers. And Sullivan, quick throw, near side, going to swing it out. Christian Ross made the catch, and Ross dropped, or makes the catch and dropped. That was Max Feldman.
Late flag coming in on the far side of the field.
Tripping against the Preppers.
Don't see that very often. It's a serious penalty, though.
So Chardon will accept that penalty, and they'll move the ball up 15 yards. So Chardon now, essentially, Jamie, starts with the ball across midfield. So 1st and 10 Toppers, ball on the U.S. 42-yard line, and the ball will be kept by the QB, and Sullivan met a line. Nothing going on there for Sullivan. In on the tackle for U.S. was Tyler Wasser and Micah Balo. Mentioned Wasser, Jamie, and he enters this game with 29 solo tackles. No tackles for loss. That was his first of the year. Sullivan going to get the ball to Barrett. Barrett left side across the 40 up near the 37-yard line. And Jordan Barrett gains some real estate back.
Traditional counter play with a fake. And now third and very manageable, and they're right at the point, Matt. This is 4 down territory. We know Coach Hewitt well enough to know that they've got 2 plays to pick this up, and that changes things a little bit. Danny Comertz brings the play in, number 5.
Now we've seen him enter the rotation as a split end over the last month or so. Man in motion is Ross. Ross, scissor play to Barrett. Barrett, left side, has running room. And Barrett into the end zone, but I think it's coming back.
Flag, that's going to be on Comertz, number 5. Boy, 2 flags right in the same area. No doubt that's a holding. You didn't need it. You didn't need that either.
No, not at all. Jordan Barrett was on his way for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Would have been his 3rd overall. But the good news is it's at least the first down for Chardon.
Yes.
So
Chains move.
ball will be spotted around the 22 of University. Reminder once again, at halftime, stick around for the Hilltopper Marching Band and their big Halloween production. Always a fun time. Sullivan gonna fake out a lot of people looking to put the ball up in the air. Sullivan will throw toward the sidelines and out of bounds. Nice move by the senior looking for Barrett. Realized he had no one open, throw it away and live another day.
Sullivan here standing on the near side, as you can probably see him getting the plate directly. Our offensive coordinators are Don Novotzik and Chip Sorber.
Second and 10 from the 22. Mike Connick goes in motion. And Mike Connick had the ball, but
another flag, Matt, that can only be a holding against Chardon.
Now this is what absolutely killed them against Madison. So that holding penalty will make it 2nd down and about 15. Ball marked to the 28-yard line. First down is around the 13 and a half. So here comes Sullivan looking to throw. No, he's going to tuck it and run. Sullivan trying to make his way up near the line of scrimmage, but dragged down. A nice tackle by the defensive end, Chris Hull, the junior, 6'1", 245, and they're literally picked up Sullivan and brought him down.
Chardon has scored a touchdown that was called back. They just went back 10 more, and now it's 3rd down and 16 at least. And they're out of field goal range.
Definitely 4-down territory here. Sullivan from the gun. Saw this formation before. Will give the ball to Connick, and Connick gained a little bit of yardage, but that's it.
Problem you have here, Matt, is that I don't think you're in field goal range. You're not. And so you've got to go for it. And what are we going to be looking at here? It'll be 4th and about
9.
9. Okay, well, that's manageable.
Well, you think, Jamie, that, and I'm just kind of watching the package that they're putting out there. I see Cardina out, a very sure-handed split end.
They haven't thrown the ball to a split end yet tonight.
No, McCartney's lined up in the slot. And Sullivan looking to throw. Sullivan, left side, in and out of the hands. And a late flag. Christian Ross had the ball knocked away. Tight coverage by Will Caracall. And Caracall, I believe, Jamie, will get called with pass interference.
Wow. What a break that is for the Hilltoppers. Now, it's not an automatic first down, but on 4th and 9 it is. So move the chains. Boy, they needed that.
That is absolutely huge. And for the Toppers, you know, flags cost them some field position, some big field position. And it's ironic, a flag now gives them some good field position as well. It'll be a 15-yarder.
Which is half the distance of the goal, and half the distance gets them where they need to be. Big, big break. Because honestly, had Ross caught that, I don't know that he would have had it.
I think he would have been shy. So Toppers, 1st and 10 from the 12. Scoreboard says 11, but boy, that first down marker looks like it's on the 2. Sullivan under center. Man in motion is Barrett. Sullivan going to keep it himself, looking to go left side. Sullivan lowers his shoulders and gets up near the 5-yard line.
Patrick Sullivan runs it up the field.
So Sullivan gains a nice chunk of yards to push the Toppers closer to the end zone. Second down and 6 after the 4-yard pickup. Ball on the 7-yard line. Clock running, 4:48 and counting, 20-12. Chardon looking to add on to their lead here in the second quarter. And loose ball on the ground, and I think US has it.
Yeah, no doubt. Referee points the other direction.
Adam Dolka, the junior, 5'10", 200, recovers that fumble. And boy, Chardon, prime position to score, turns the ball over.
They did score, actually. And then the 2 penalties. Penalty comes back, and so back and forth we go. Preppers will take over with 4:38 and a long way to go. Remember, they do only have 1 timeout. They used a timeout after each of their first 2 touchdowns.
Well, there we see it. It's that, well, I think they're now set, UFO kind of offense. See Dalen Powers in. Ball down the field to Vodoris. Jumped up, could not come down with it. Boy, Jamie, you don't see that kind of a bull rush too often, but nice job by Dalen Powers. Came into play nose tackle and put a big rush on the freshman QB.
Cornerbacks are going to be big, Matt. We see it with Justin O. That time it was Riley Thompson. Mysick and Connick are going to need to step up. They have added Maroney as more of a defensive back. And we can see Joe Malone is sort of working back as more of a cover backer as well.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 9-yard line. Quick throw. Receiver screen, and Feldman across the 10 up near the 13. Far side of the field. Will bring up 3rd down and manageable for the Preppers. Connick in on the coverage for Chardon.
Now Chardon's got 3 timeouts and it's 3rd down. What do they do at this point? I mean, University's going to throw the ball here, so.
No, you know, Jamie, I think you have to wait and see what this play is going to be. If you can stop them on 3rd down, you might want to take a timeout. Well, it doesn't matter. US will do it themselves. The freshman QB signaling timeout to stop the clock. With that, we're going to take a timeout here from Chardon Memorial. When we come back, we'll see what US has planned for 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 5 for the Preppers. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side, no back in the backfield. And Cunningham looking to throw down the field, and no receiver anywhere near. Vodoris broke off his route.
Well, that stops the clock. University has to send the punt team out. And Chardon's going to make a change back there. They're going to bring Nick Mysick in.
Oh, Mike Connick has had some issues tonight. Let's see what Mysick can do.
3 timeouts for the Hilltoppers. They have an awful lot of time, and they're probably going to have pretty good field position.
Jamie, you mentioned timeouts, and they were fortunate. US did call a timeout, stop the clock. The incomplete pass stopped the clock again. Chardon bringing some pressure. Hart, though, will get the ball off, fielded by Mysick at the 47.
Ooh, my. Did you see that block?
Left side, Mysick running room. Mysick still on his feet. Mysick up near the 30 before he's brought down inside the 20.
Late penalty flag. Did you see the block by Sean Maroney? Man.
Give him a tip of the old
penalties.
Topper hat, if you will.
What is the penalty, though? Chardon is in the red zone, and though I see holding.
Face mask.
Never mind. Great news. It's going to be half the distance again.
That's a 5-yard.
Oh, it's a 5-yard.
Yeah, 2 different penalties, and that was the...
They still have that here at high school.
So 1st and 10 Toppers, and Jamie, they're close to where they left off last drive, and the good news is they have 3 minutes and 35 seconds to get into the end zone.
A lot of time, a lot of timeouts.
Sullivan, traditional wing T formation, man in motion, will hand the ball off Christian Ross. Christian Ross trying to get around the end, but Fedora's going to bring him down after about a 2-yard gain.
Penalty in the backfield. That was thrown by our referee.
And Chardon indicating it's going to be against them. Boy, Allman putting his head down, Jamie, shaking his head and just walking back. I'm not sure if the holding call was against him, but he's disappointed. You can just see it with his body language right there.
There's a holding call, so it goes all the way back to the 29-yard line.
And this is something, Jamie, and it's becoming a major issue now for the Hilltoppers. You have to stop the penalties because you cannot do this in week 11 and advance to week 12. Ross again going in motion. Ross, scissor play, Barrett. Barrett left side, a little bit of running room. Barrett up to the 25-yard line. Gain of about 4 on that play.
We've got a special guest here, Matt, and we were unsure as to whether or not he was going to show up. And from our Twitter feed, he's here today.
Yes, he is.
We're going to recognize him at halftime.
We'll leave you a little bit guessing.
It's all over Twitter, man. Don't pretend like it's not a huge deal. The crazies think it's a huge deal.
I'm going to keep my comments to myself. But there is a well-known national guest here. 2:44 and counting. Sullivan from the shotgun, going to fake the handoff, looking to throw across the middle of the field. Catch made by Drew McCartney. McCartney went up and brought that back down to earth.
Sullivan's pass is complete to Drew McCartney.
McCartney's having a big day. It's nice to see him get back into the fold. He's got 3 catches. He came in with 7. He's been a big play guy. And, of course, coming into the season, remember, he played right guard last year, offensive lineman, when you talk about guys making the switch.
He's the kind of guy who, I don't know if colleges are looking at him, but boy, he would look good in a John Carroll Blue Streak uniform. 3rd and 5. Ball on the 10. Very manageable now for the Hilltoppers. Sullivan rolling out to his right. Sullivan looking, and to keep it on the ground. Sullivan to the 5. First down, Toppers, as he gets out of bounds near the 3.
Nice job there. Patrick knew where it was, and he got there. Big play. 4 more downs. And with the timeouts now, they have nothing to worry about when it comes to clock management.
Ground and pound will probably be the attack method here from the Hilltoppers. 1st and goal, Chardon. Ball on the 3. Barrett, Sivas, and Christian Ross are the backs. Sullivan, long count, sends a man in motion. Sullivan gonna hand it off right side into the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers. Ben Sivas, another 3-yard touchdown. Ben Sivas, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Hilltoppers back in control, 26-12.
That was easy. Sivas almost not even touched. He's a senior.
So the senior, Miss Riley Tadanetti.
Riley is also a senior.
Arguably, and really, without a doubt, the prettiest girl on the football team. High snap, kick down, it's underway. It is up, and it is good.
Here come the CHS flags, and it's 27-12 Hilltoppers with 1:47. Remember, they still have 3 timeouts, so we'll see.
Well, speaking of timeouts, we'll pause and take one here on GTV.
Here come the footballs. If you are joining us at home, special thanks and shout out to Lillian and Dennis Graw out on North Street if you are listening. And of course, Gilda Roderick out in Munson Township, probably our biggest fan. Matt, always listening.
Appreciate all of our listeners, Jamie.
And Nick Pisco, if you're listening as well, down the hill in the city of Chardon. Thanks for listening here live on GTV. You're definitely warmer and a bit more comfortable than we are here on these metal bleachers, but you're listening right now to a great Hilltopper performance. 27-12 is the score.
Sure, and shout out also to Joey's. We're always on live
always
audio.
On, rarely audio, but use the ticker, and maybe we're just on. Maybe right now we are. Shout out to that bar as well.
Well, McCartney going to tee it up, and Jamie, with 1:47 to go, you think that maybe this might be a normal kick right now to get U.S. pinned back deep. Giving them the ball near the 40 might not be a good idea. Well, McCartney, another good kick, and the ball fielded at the 39 and making his way up to the 40-yard line. Going not much going on there was Adam Dulka.
These guys, these university prepper linemen are really getting a chance to finally prove that maybe they should be in the backfield. That was Adam Dulka, as you mentioned, the junior.
So with 1:41 to go, the Preppers trailing by 15 at this point, Jamie. You know that they're going to be putting the ball up in the air and looking for a quick score here with under 2 minutes to play.
That's been the entire MO of this university team.
4 receivers, quick throw, Feldman making the catch, and then Feldman wrapped up, and he's dropped. Connick in on the tackle, and initial contact by Riley Thompson.
Wow, quick timeout by Mitch Hewitt. The confidence there is pretty incredible.
Well, Chardon thinking maybe, Jamie, that they can get one more possession and maybe more points. You look at this playoff picture, folks, and again, Chardon sitting in the number 6 spot right now. Leading Division III Region 7 is Hubbard, and then behind them is Aurora. Both of those two schools are in control of their own destiny. Hubbard will play 3-5 Northwest tonight, and then close out with 3-5 Struthers. For Aurora, they play Harvey tonight, and then they close out the year at Kenston. The CVC title will come down between Aurora and Kenston next week. If Aurora wins that game, they will have enough points to be the number 1 seed in Division III Region 7. Sitting in third right now is Louisville with 18.2 points, and trailing them is Talmadge. And then, of course, we mentioned St. Vincent, St. Mary's. But really, you look at these schools, and St. Vincent, St. Mary, the only one capable of jumping up right now.
Such a tough division.
It is a meat grinder. Returning to action, again, 2 to each side. Cunningham looking to throw, will pump fake, feeling some pressure, stepping up in the pocket. Cunningham will find a open receiver and making the catch, and then quickly falling down was John Dumas. However, Dumas shy of the first down, and Chardon will again call a timeout.
Well, it's a very short yardage situation. I guess I get the aggressiveness of the Hilltoppers at this time, Matt. But you know, University's only 52 yards away from the end zone. They have scored twice today, and I'd rather put the freshmen in a hurry-up offense if that's what they'd like to do than to give them an opportunity here to have time to set up for the 3rd and short. I think Chardon maybe feels like they should be winning this game by more, and so maybe that's why they're being so aggressive right now with the timeouts. But remember, in high school football, a win is a win, and the point differential means nothing.
It means absolutely zilch. Also remember, the Hilltoppers do get the football to start the 3rd quarter as well.
I see more bad situations here than I do see good, but let's see how it plays out.
Well, these Hilltoppers like to gamble, Jamie.
Yeah, they do.
And it's paid off for them in the past. It's 3rd down and 2. Cunningham looking to throw across the middle, incomplete, and there's a flag. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Matt Cassio tripped on the feet.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Connick.
Good call. He would have had an opportunity to catch the ball. And I mean, the throw a little out in front of him, but again, if he doesn't fall, who knows where he goes with it.
But Jamie, the other thing is, that's a big first down, and now all those timeouts you took are for naught. And really, this half should be close to being over by now, and still There's now 1:18 to play here before halftime, and U.S. with the ball comfortably on the 40-yard line. They've crossed midfield, ball on the Chardon 40. 3 receivers near side, 2 in the slot, 1 split end on the far side. Quick hitch pass out to Bullock. Bullock making the catch and to be dragged out of bounds far side near the 30.
Cunningham's pass completed to Jay Bullock. Forced out of bounds by number 52, Joe Malone.
Joe Malone will be the tacklee.
You know, the thing is if you're University, you don't need any timeouts if the defense is calling them for you. And now they're in a position to get themselves some more points here before the half.
Well, U.S., their points have come on a 4-yard touchdown reception from to Austin Locanti from Jaden Cunningham, and then Bullock, the 3-yard touchdown run early in the second quarter. That's their 12 points. Cunningham looking to throw left side and well away from Voudouris. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10.
Don't forget, halftime, the Chardon Hilltopper Marching Band. They have vacated their spot, Matt, and they are ready to go. It's the Halloween show, and it's a fun one.
I see a lot of individual costumes over there. Left side, Cunningham looking to throw. It's picked! It is picked! Justin O with the interception, and Jamie, Justin O was a tackler away from going the distance.
Yeah, he really was. The only guy there. And he caught it.
I believe that was Locanti that made the tackle. And now you have to wonder, with Chardon having the ball 1st and 10 from their own 30, what do they decide to do here? 1:01 left to play before halftime.
Well, I think we know what they're going to do. They're going to go ahead and try to put some more points on.
4 receivers, Jamie.
Yeah.
We rarely see this from the Hilltoppers. 4 receivers. Sullivan looking to throw, looking left side, looking right side. Ball tipped at and dropped down to earth. Dangerous pass, and Tyler Wasser broke that pass up.
It was intended for Cardina, a little wide receiver screen. Remember, University cannot stop the clock, so Chardon, I don't know. Let's see. They're backed up in their own territory.
Cardina, the lone split end. And now twin wingmen on each side. Man going in motion, faking the handoff. Sullivan looking to throw down the field near side. Barrett has it across midfield, the 40, the 30, Barrett to the 20, the 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers! Jordan Barrett, a 70-yard touchdown reception, puts Chardon in control of this ball game with 45 seconds left to play.
And there you go. They've got time. They find a wide open Barrett streaking down the sideline, and it pays off for Chardon.
It's now 33-12, and Riley Tatanetti looking to make it 34. What a perfect pass from Sullivan to Barrett.
Really was, right in stride, and he needed that so that he could beat the secondary.
Well, here's Pekosik, the long snapper. Decent snap. The kick is down, it's underway, and it is good! So Chardon ups the lead. 34-12, 45 seconds to go before halftime. And once again, Toppers will get the ball back coming out of the locker room to start the 3rd quarter. Wow. You have to wonder, Jamie, what would have happened had Chardon not made that touchdown? But you know what? It's all irrelevant at this point in time.
Yeah, very, very big play, and that is Sullivan again. Through the air. He's having a heck of a day.
The band announcer even dressed up in a costume as the Tooth Fairy.
Oh, yeah.
They're going all out. I give the band credit.
I think we're also going to have, as we mentioned, a special...
Bill, you want to just say who it is? at this point?
Yeah, it's Montel Williams is here.
Yeah, former national talk show host.
TV personality. Big Chardon supporter after what had happened back on 2/27, and then again about a month ago. And it was the students reached out to Montel through Twitter. He was in town on other kinds of business, and so now he's here at Chardon.
Probably took in the Cavs game last night.
Yeah, he was here for some kind of conference. This is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
It looks like Dave Jevnikar, actually, our very own executive producer, is he down there setting?
Miking him up. Wow.
Ready to go. So
well,
I see the principal as well.
Speaking of ready to go, Jamie.
That's going to happen at halftime.
Drew McCartney here to kick things off, and McCartney finally gets a good kick into it. Locanti under it at the 15, racing forward, and Austin Locanti threw a couple tacklers, and he got hit. Maroney, I think, was the guy. Yep, it was Sean Maroney. So
I wonder if Dave, everyone else is taking selfies with Montel. You think Dave went ahead and snapped one?
Well,
I can see him now.
if it is, it'd be at GTV replays.
They're right there. You can probably see them on camera right now. They're in the north end zone in front of the Crazies. And at halftime, we've got something or other. And
wow.
Great to see. Great to see. And, you know, Montel, whether or not he's a celebrity, Matt, he's actually here supporting Chardon and everything they've gone through.
Absolutely. Bullock with the handoff, looking to cut his way right side across the 30, 35, 40, and Bullock spins around and is dropped shy of the 41-yard line. And Jamie, all of a sudden, U.S. a quick run, picking up some yardage. Remember, they can strike very quickly. 33 seconds left to go. The clock stopped as it's a first down. Let's see what happens. Clock begins as soon as the chains are set.
They're out of timeouts. You've got to have an extra DB or two in the game right now if you're Chardon.
Well, Cunningham taking his time, clock running. They've just spent about 10 seconds. He gets the snap. It's 1st and 10 from the 41. Cunningham feeling a ton of pressure, stepping up in the pocket. Cunningham looking deep down the field. Ball in the air. It's intercepted. Michael Cardina. Cardina up the field near side. He has some blockers. Cardina across midfield to 40, 35, 30, and out of bounds with 4 seconds left to go.
Like that he went out of bounds there, Matt. Again, a senior. Has it not been the story tonight? It's been senior after senior making big plays. Cardina, Maroney, Sullivan, Sivas, Ben Sivas, Jordan Barrett. Senior night, and no surprise.
Well, 4 seconds left to go.
Do they go again? Do they try again?
There looks to be some confusion. They do have a timeout if need be.
Well, 4 seconds, they don't have time to do anything but try to score again.
Well, Chardon will send a man off late.
I think they're going to try.
Well, 3 receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. And it's Grippy who took the snap, pitches it to Cardina. Cardina down the field, right side, ball's caught by Sullivan.
No.
Sullivan pushed down at the 2, just shy.
Holy cow.
Wow. What creativity by the Hilltoppers. And we head into half with the score. Chardon 34 and University 12. Folks, enjoy halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the north end zone, where we have a special introduction to make. National talk show host and U.S. military veteran Montel Williams has been an avid supporter of the Chardon Crazies throughout this football season and joins us here tonight. Mr. Williams will receive an honorary Chardon Crazies membership and is here to receive his Crazies package from their leader, Dylan Coughlin. Welcome, Montel Williams, to Chardon Memorial Field. We are happy to have you with us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Introducing the 2014 Chardon Hilltopper Marching Band. With senior Callie Weber as drum major, we would like to open our annual Halloween show with Phantom of the Opera. For our Christine, Senior Brittany Wilson, and our Phantom, Senior Matt Gittens. Ghostbusters was a huge hit at the box office in 1984 and is easily one of the funniest and most creative films ever made. The hilarious thrill ride of a movie never seems to get old or dated, featuring our majorettes Ellie Large, Nicole Large, Hallie Spino, and Brittany Wilson. Who you gonna call? Here is Ghostbusters. It's close to midnight, and something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze as horror looks you right between the eyes. You're paralyzed. Put your hands together for the Chardon High School fight song.
Welcome back, and Jamie, what a spectacular halftime show by the band.
A lot of electricity down there. It was a lot of fun. And there's been a lot of electricity on the field as well, Matt. Hilltoppers leading, they'll get the ball, and they had a really nice close to that second quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Well, the Hilltoppers came within 2 yards of scoring a touchdown as time expired. Patrick Sullivan knocked out of bounds at the 2. Kickoff will head to the Hilltoppers, will be fielded at the 15, and making a few cuts up near the 30, spinning around and dropped near the 36-yard line.
That was a sophomore,
Joe Sivas.
Well, let's look at the first half, Matt. Chardon made some big plays, both on the ground and through the air. We expected them to do so because the Preppers defense has not, at least statistically, been that solid. Sullivan obviously is the story. 8 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown. He's also got 1 through the air, 5 of 8 for 150 yards. Boy, think about that. 5 completions, 150 yards.
So Sullivan by himself over 200 yards. They're going to fake the handoff. Sullivan looking down the field, and Sullivan going to be dropped and sacked in the backfield. Wasser with the sack. Chardon, I don't know, that play just looked awkward to begin with as they came out of halftime. And
yeah, finishing
too long
up
to develop.
3 catches for Drew McCartney for 49 yards. So great job for the Chardon tight end. Jordan Barrett, he's got 4 carries, 42 yards. That's 10 yards per touch. And then, of course, the one big reception of 70 yards down the sidelines.
2nd down and 15 for the Toppers. Ball on their own 33-yard line. And Sullivan from the gun gonna fake the handoff to Grippy. He's trying to go up the middle, and Sullivan working his way hard across the 35 up near the 36.
One thing we want to see from Chardon here in the second half, let's reduce the penalties. As you mentioned, those are things that really hurt you when you get into the postseason and you get into the big games.
Absolutely. And Jamie, you know, you look at what Chardon's done tonight, and really, Joe Grippy has had very few carries. Ben Sivas has had very few carries tonight. This team has come out and decided they're going to throw the football today.
Now here's another throwing down.
Well, Sullivan, I believe he
gave it to Barrett.
Yeah.
Lost yards.
So U.S. forces a 3-and-out to start the third quarter.
So we're going to see the Hilltopper punter for the second time tonight.
Of course, we see him on defense all the time, too.
Right. Yeah,
but
a lot of two-way players.
Actually, check that. That's Patrick Sullivan again.
Who did kick the first time, yeah.
Sullivan.
Wow, look at that.
Good punt. And fair catch called for at the 30, and a fair catch made by Matt Cassio.
You wonder if he's not just getting more and more healthy, Matt, as the year has gone on. And so now we're going to get a chance to see again the freshman quarterback, Jaden Cunningham, who I must say, Matt, coming in, was unsure. Everyone talked all week, oh, freshman quarterback. He's looked pretty darn good.
He has made a lot of throws, Jamie, when he is needed to make throws.
He's thrown a couple interceptions.
9:47 to go, third quarter. It's 34-12. Hilltoppers in controls. We're just starting the third quarter here on GTV. Matt Jaworski, Jamie Ward with you. And Jamie, it's been a fun senior night so far. Let's see if the seniors can cap this off. On the fake, Cunningham will throw the ball, and it is caught by his receiver.
Caught, but the wrong way. It was a quick pop pass, and he lost about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, Cassio caught it as he slid down to the ground. So loss of 1 yard on the play. Will be 2nd down now and 11. Ball marked at the 29-yard line.
Hey, same thing.
4 receivers. We've seen this formation all night from U.S. On the throw, the catch made and going to be quickly on the ground. John Dumas, he caught it and just rolled. They'll bring 3rd down and short. No, actually 3rd down and, where are they going to spot it? 3rd down and about 4 for the Preppers. Empty backfield for Jaden Fryman. 5'10", 150-pound freshman, dropping back to pass, feeling some pressure. Will get the ball off to Jay Bullock across the 40, 45, 50. Bullock into Hilltopper territory across the 45 and down near the 43-yard line.
That's a perfectly run screen by University.
Ball spotted on the 44, and here come the Preppers. 1st down and 10. They're in Topper territory. And Jamie, what a reversal this would be. We all thought with the momentum that the Hilltoppers had heading into the locker room, they'd carry it out, but they were forced to go 3-and-out. And now U.S. with the ball across midfield and looking to do some damage. Cunningham looking to throw right side. past his receiver, and the quick drop to the ground is Max Feldman. Boy, the U.S. receivers are catching and just going down.
You know, it's kind of working, and what is this? This is sort of this West Coast type offense where you've got this short passing. You find a open spot in the zone, turn around, and catch it. It's just like a 7-yard run on first down.
2 receivers to each side, a back in the backfield. And Cunningham feeling some pressure, will flush out left side. Cunningham going to cut it up the field across the 35 down near the 34, where he is brought down by a slew of Hilltoppers, including I saw Cybus in there, Joey, and also I believe I saw Joe Malone.
You know, I never like to make comparisons between high school football players and professional football players, but when I see Cunningham at number 2, I think about Randall.
I agree.
He's got that look to him a little bit.
It's his ability to, well, it's the same last name.
Well, yes,
Yeah.
and the same number.
Same number, but it's also his ability to just run.
They look similar.
Yeah. Cunningham flushing out of the pocket right side, feeling some pressure again, steps up, and going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss.
Yeah, big play there. Now, Preppers trailing by 22 at this place in the game. I got to think they're going to go for it.
Joe Cybus giving credit for the sack. We'll bring up 4th down. And a few yards to go, 4th and 3. Now U.S. will go for it. They did break the huddle with 12 players. The official's going to let it go. Cunningham, a quick drop or quick step pass. It's going to be in.
He caught it.
It's going to be complete.
Wow.
So that was Matt Cassio again. Cassio, 2 or 3 catches on this drive, and a huge, huge first down for the Preppers.
Yeah, certainly was. Nice job again. Well covered, though. Good defense. Perfect throw, great catch.
Well, U.S. moving the football down to the Hilltopper 32-yard line. 1st down and 10 as they work their way right to left across your TV screen. Cunningham looking to throw right side. Has his man in Vudoris, and Vudoris out for about a 7-yard gain. You know, Cunningham, when you look at him as a quarterback, Jamie, he doesn't check off receivers. He finds his man, locks on, and then decides to throw the football.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's right, but he's also done a great job of avoiding the rush at times, and he has kept plays alive.
Empty backfield. 4 receivers on each side. Bullock comes in as a...
He doesn't really have time to make a second.
Cunningham feeling some pressure from Joe Malone, will throw the ball away. And Vudoris, right near him, a flag flies.
You have to wonder, going back to the point that you just had, Matt, when you've got the freshman, one is he doesn't quite have the experience on that post-snap read, and number 2 is everything's pretty much a 3-step drop, so really not an opportunity to scan the field a whole lot. Some of that has to do with the Chardon Hilltopper pass rush, which I'm sure University saw in the film leading up to this game.
That's a 15-yard penalty on the Hilltoppers.
Keep it simple.
A 15-yard penalty against the Hilltoppers. We'll put the ball, boy, inside the red zone, I think near the 12. Tough to see from this viewpoint. Right side toward the end zone. Cunningham up in the air. Vudoris comes down with it, and it's a touchdown for the Preppers with 4:53 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Wow.
That was almost the old hitch and go. Cunningham kind of faked that throw on the outside, and the cornerback just hesitated, and that gave Vudoris a chance to get behind him. And as we mentioned before, Matt, Charlie Vudoris is 6'4", 200 pounds. He's a very big young man.
It's a 12-yard touchdown reception, and now they will go for 2. Bullock in the backfield next to the shotgun Cunningham. Cunningham will flush out right side. He has a man open, going to throw across the middle. And waiting, there we go. The officials say it is good. So the 2-point conversion will make it now 34-20. It's a 2-touchdown game.
Austin Lacani.
The score, your Chardon Hilltoppers 34, University School 20.
Well, with that, we'll take a quick timeout here on GTV. Well, Tyler Wasser set to kick off for the Preppers here on GTV. Matt Jaworski, Jamie Ward with you. 4 minutes and 53 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Wasser's kick will be down the sideline right side, and it will go out of play. So another flag.
Yeah, that's a penalty. Good starting field position for the Toppers, and it's a good time to remind everybody that GTV is on the internet. We've got a sister website, which is geaugatv.net. You can see both channels 20 and 22 live anywhere, just like at home. And actually, back to the action, they're going to decline that penalty, make him kick it again, Matt. But this streaming service is subscription-based, and so you can order it by a month, which I think is about $8, or a year, and that's about $60. And therefore, wherever you are, if you don't have GTV at home, or if you live out of state, out of our funding communities, or don't have cable, don't forget geaugatv.net is the way to go.
Well, we'll do it once again. Wasser will tee it up, ball on the 35-yard line, so it was a 5-yard penalty on the kickoff.
Joe, you gotta be hot to it though. It could bounce somewhere else. Hey, now move up.
So Wasser races ahead, and it's a line drive kick that will be fielded by Sivas near the 10-yard line. Sivas racing up the field across the 30, down near the 35 near side where he's brought down. So Chardon will start with the football in pretty decent territory. 4:47 to play here in the third quarter, up by a score of 34-20. And that was Jamie, a huge scoring drive for US. It gives them some confidence and now some momentum as they held Chardon to a 3-and-out on the Hilltoppers' first possession here in the third quarter. Sullivan from the shotgun, a wingman, another wingman, a man in motion, and Sullivan going to keep it himself. Sullivan going to cut up left side. Sullivan has some running room around the 40, 45, 50, and Sullivan across the 40 near side where he's pushed out of bounds.
Nice job. We've seen some real explosiveness out of Patrick tonight, and that's going to put him over 100 yards on the ground.
Well, Patrick Sullivan, he can do it with his arm and with his legs. And we've seen him even make a catch tonight, too. Comertz lines up split end far side. 2 guys in the backfield plus a wing back as the senior goes under center. The signal caller barks out the calls. He's going to fake the handoff now on the delay.
Counter.
He will.
Delayed counter. That was, I think,
handed it off. That was Christian Ross.
Another one of these Chardon seniors.
Christian Ross is a guy that doesn't get to carry the ball that often, just 41 carries this year, but averaging 7.5 yards per carry when he does get to touch the football. 2nd down and 8. Ball on the 38-yard line. Sullivan will keep it himself across the 40 near side, 35, 30, and Sullivan picks up the first down as he races out of bounds near the 25-yard line. They'll say the 23.
Under 4 minutes now.
Now, if you're the Hilltoppers, this is a huge drive. You want to answer that U.S. score and take away any momentum that they may have right here, right now. Sullivan from the gun. Man in motion is Ross. Will fake the handoff to Ross. Sullivan explodes up the middle, across the 20, out near the 18. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and that makes it 2nd down and 5 for Chardon, as they are now in the red zone. Now Grippy will line up next to Sullivan. Man in motion is Ross. It's the scissor play, and Jordan Barrett, left side, has some running room. Barrett down near the 5, lowers his shoulder and is tackled around the 4.
Big hole for Jordan Barrett. Exploded through it, 1st and goal.
Looked like a touchdown-saving tackle by Jonas Young. It's now 1st and goal, ball spotted, and just past the 5. We'll say first and goal from the 4. Sullivan, long snap, and he will hand the ball off. The first man through is Cybus, and Cybus close to the goal line, but Ben Cybus will be just shy.
Hilltoppers moving toward that north end zone where the Chardon Crazies are watching, standing by.
Now 2nd down and goal, just inches away from a touchdown. Sullivan will give the handoff, and there he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Toppers. It's Ben Cybus, his 2nd touchdown run of the night, and Cybus extends the lead to 40-20 Chardon.
Exactly what you want out of your tight end between the tackles. Short yardage situation, finds the hole, and now Tatnetti is out for the extra point.
And this is a big extra point. We'll make it a 21-point game.
How you doing? Say hi to the camera, Nick. Say go Patrick. Patrick Selwyn, number 12. Want to see you go. Excellent.
Good snap and hold it. Officials wave the flag. Gonna be offsides on US, so they'll redo it.
They're gonna, I just never understand. I don't understand. How far did that ball move forward there?
Well, the kick was no good.
Well, the play was dead. Didn't matter if the kick was good or bad.
Jamie, now check this out.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying, sorry, I guess if you're listening at home, if you're watching, you can see this, but the ball just moved up a half yard, and we've changed our mind as to whether or not the extra point is the best way to go.
Well, here comes the offense going for 2. And Cybus takes it, and Cybus in the end zone. 2 points, Toppers. And now it's 42-20. And the Hilltoppers 8 points away from getting that magical running clock, which we have not seen this year.
Boosters are sponsoring the
I'm just pointing that one out.
2015 dining directory, which contains 2-for-1 dining
Well,
discounts.
there's something, if you live in the Chardon School District, you should know about, and that is the community participation in the online survey that is designed to help the district better understand the values and priorities of parents, staff, and community members. All school district residents are invited to take the survey, but the deadline is coming soon. So please visit the Chardon Schools website. There you'll find the link. It's very quick. It takes under 10 minutes, and it's a good way to make your voice heard when it comes to the future of Chardon Schools.
Well, the Hilltoppers enjoying a 42-20 lead. It is the final home game of the year for Chardon. It's senior night, and the band celebrated not only Halloween, but the band and the Crazies also welcomed Montel Williams in the house.
Who is still here, I think. A lot of photos to be taken.
McCartney sends a kick over the head of Loconti, and it will go into and now out of the end zone for a touchback. I can't blame him. I'd be hanging with the Crazies if we could do so. They know how to have some fun.
Yeah, it is a lot of fun down there. And let's see the defense step forward here. Again, it's going to fall on the secondary and those linebackers because Cunningham has done a nice job of moderating the offense. Quick read, as you've mentioned. makes a quick decision and completes a quick pass for 6 or 7 yards.
Now 4 receivers in a back, which is Bullock. Jaden Cunningham from the shotgun, quick throw, receiver screen, far side, ball is caught, and a nice tackle. Is that Mike Connick?
I think so. That looked like a Connick type hit to me. Yeah, number 6.
So Connick keeps it a short gain for US. It's second down now and about 7 for the Preppers. Ball on the 23-yard line. Third quarter, about 1:25 to go. Clock continuing to run here from Chardon Memorial. Dropping back to pass. Cunningham right side has his man. It's Vudoris for the first down. Vudoris made the catch across the 30 up near the 32 far side. And the Preppers will again move the chains.
Offense has looked good here for University. I'm impressed by this spread. Very bright future. Glad they're leaving the pack.
Well, you're not the only one. A lot of boys soccer teams feeling the exact same way. Bullock takes the handoff right side, crosses the 40 up near the first down marker.
Swimming too. They dominate.
Yeah, they dominate swimming. They've got usually a pretty good wrestling program. They've had a few guys here and there that have stood out. Tennis, of course, they are very, very good at that. Chardon knows a thing or two about tennis.
You have to ask Jan Black, GTV's very own.
Cunningham pass nearly picked.
I like the aggressiveness there.
Well, Connick was thinking 6 as he dove forward.
Well,
he tipped it away.
We have seen a hitch and go, so we have seen some Prepper receivers get behind the Chardon secondary, but for the most part, I like that sort of risk-taking by Connick. Almost paid off.
3rd and short, 3rd and 2 for US. 2 to each side, and Bullock in the backfield. Cunningham fakes right, fakes left, looks right. Ball tipped up and away.
Great job.
More good coverage by the Topper secondary. And again, it's Mike Connick, Jamie, that was there to disrupt that pass play.
University has to make a decision here on 4th and 2, backed up in their own side of the field with 12 seconds, and they're going to go ahead and at least look like they're going to kick it.
Now Will Hart back to punt. Hart gets off a high punt, and a fair catch will be signaled for, and fair catch will be made by Nick Mysick, and Chardon will take over at their own 25.
Well, as we mentioned, Chardon, who looks to be on their way to a win tonight, and next week they take on Lakeside, and so the playoffs a very, very likely scenario. And so heading into the playoffs, you're invited to be a part of the action here on GTV. The Gridiron Club is heading up the effort to get underwriting to assure that all the Chardon playoff games will be on GTV, because we don't normally cover those games. And so if your business would like to underwrite any of our Topper playoff football, contact us at 487-8653. The Gridiron Club, not us.
Go, Grippy!
Grippy with the football, and Grippy will be stopped for a couple-yard gain.
Remember, Matt, in 2012, we had that run.
Oh, we had a nice long run in the regional finals.
Great run.
Well, Jamie, we'll talk more about those memories after we take a timeout. We've played 3 quarters, and the score, Chardon 42 and US 20. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Chardon Memorial for the start of the 4th quarter. Matt Jaworski, Jamie Ward with you. It's been a fun one. We appreciate you tuning us in here on GTV. And Jamie, it's 2nd down and 4 for the Toppers from their own 28-yard line. Handoff, and actually Sullivan going to keep it crossing the 30 up near the 35. I loved how he just lowered his shoulder and powered through a defensive back.
Nice job. First down.
First down for the Toppers and moves the chain. We saw Jamie, we heard last week, Jamie, the Hilltoppers had the ball to start the fourth quarter, and they took roughly 8 minutes off the clock for their game-winning drive against Riverside. Handoff Grippy, and Grippy nearly clotheslined as he made his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we talked about the 2012 playoff run. That was a team that ran the football, and they had the fullback, they had the quarterback. We've seen that Chardon can throw the ball this year. We haven't seen, at least not against quality opponents, that they could run the ball the way that we're used to seeing them run the ball. It'd be nice for them to establish that.
Now, Sullivan going to tuck it and looking to run left side 40-45, and again he bowled over another prepper. My goodness, Evan Lubin, how do you do? Welcome to Chardon, where our quarterbacks hit harder than your running backs. Woo.
Sullivan, such a huge part of this team coming in. There's no doubt about it. He actually made the cover of the Geauga County Maple Leaf football preview. First time an athlete has been on the cover. No curse to worry about, though.
Nice choice.
He's doing a great job.
Now, Cyrus into the game, right of Sullivan. Mike Connick in motion, and Mike Connick takes the handoff, looking to go right side. Connick up the field across the 45 before he's pushed back. Forward progress should spot him near the 44. For those wondering, by the way, what that is under the Hilltopper logo, the white, it's not snow, but it's from the fire extinguishers used during, or the fog used during the band's halftime show.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you sure it's not snow?
I'm positive.
It's not warm tonight.
Man in motion, Sullivan gonna fake the handoff, flushing out left side, and Sullivan gonna tuck it again, and Sullivan! My goodness, Drew McCartney says, how do you do? As he absolutely leveled Chai Okare, the senior defensive end, 6'4", 240. He didn't see Drew McCartney coming.
It's one of the big lessons to teach football players at an early age, which is don't ever, just because the play's behind you, don't give up on it or don't let your guard down. Otherwise, you're going to get lit up like that young man.
3rd and 6. Ball on the 43-yard line. Ross in motion. Sullivan going to fake the handoff, flushing out near side, looking to throw, and Sullivan off the hands of Cyrus, and it will fall incomplete.
He threw it up there. It was kind of a floater. You know, it's tough to ask a fullback to get his hands up like that and make a catch, although I know Ben probably would think that he should have it. Again, it's worth noting it's gotten slick out there since it's gotten a little cooler, and that's something to think about as well. Chardon going to go for it here?
Punting unit on the field. Now back deep to receive.
Still
Matt
trips.
Cassio standing at his 10-yard line. Bit of a high snap. Sullivan will get it off. Sullivan, a nice leg under it. It's going to bounce.
Wow.
And bounce.
What a kick.
And bounce down near the 11.
What a kick. And he had one step on that, Matt. One step to get that kick off, and he did exactly.
His knee's looking mighty fine.
It sure is. Hey, don't forget, GTV has an email service. It's the best way to find out what's happening here on GTV. You can go to our website, geaugatv.org, and sign up, and that way when we set the schedule, you'll be the first to know. And while you're on the computer, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. The handle, GTV Replays. And if you're of an older generation and you're on the website, all the kids nowadays, they're on Twitter. So don't hesitate to get on. Well, maybe hesitate, but don't be shy.
Well, big pile near the line of scrimmage.
Hey, come on, get
Bullock tried to bull forward, but gained only a couple yards on that run.
Come on, drive, baby. Drive for 5. Make it play.
Well, 2 receivers to each side. Bullock in the backfield. Cunningham will fake the handoff, will throw down the field. Vodoris wide open. Mysick missed the tackle, and Vodoris now across the 40 to 30. 1 man to beat. Vodoris into the end zone. A 85-yard touchdown reception.
He was wide open down the line, and boy, Matt, give credit to that young man for breaking that first tackle and then having some closeout speed against the smaller and assumed to be quicker DBs. Now down 16 points. I don't know, the University is going to go for 2 here. I guess that's probably the right call.
Well, it's 42-26. They want to make it 42-28.
Chardon has to use a timeout. They had a guy missing.
Well, bad time to burn a timeout, but you know what, Jamie? You need to keep the Preppers from getting any more points.
Yeah, I like that timeout. It's a good timeout there because these are 2 important points potentially at this stage in the game. With 8:47 left to play, it could be big.
Would like to let you know once again, the Hilltopper Club, the Hilltopper Takedown Club, is having their 3rd annual famous spaghetti dinner fundraiser. It'll be Saturday, November 15th, 2014, from 4 to 8 p.m. at the Chardon High School cafeteria. Tickets $10 a piece, and dinner includes spaghetti with marinara sauce, a couple of meatballs, tossed salad rolls, and a beverage. Plus, you can also enter the Chinese auction. You can get a lottery tree, gift baskets, gift card, event tickets, and so much more. The drawings at 7 p.m. and the winner need be not present again. November 15th, here at the high school from 4 to 8, it's the same famous spaghetti dinner sponsored by the Hilltopper Takedown Club.
Big one here. Nobody in the backfield for University.
4 receivers, 2 to each side. Cunningham, quick drop, going to throw left side, and ball is caught for the 2-point conversion.
Big target again. It was number 19.
That's
and why not reward him for that long run?
Hilltoppers 42, University School.
And so that makes it a 42-28 score, Matt. So now it is a 14-point game.
Well, Jamie, it just seems that every time Chardon is able to jump ahead by 21 and look like they're about to put the game away, US just answers right back.
Yeah. Give the Preppers some credit tonight. This is not what we expected. I just want Chardon to understand at this point, and I think this is big, that the scoreboard only matters if you've got 1 more point than the opposition. And so, there are you don't need to win by any more than 1. Continue to run the football and continue to do what you need to do. It's if you start to pass, I think that you could potentially get yourself in trouble.
Well, Jamie, you mentioned the scoreboard, and I'm going to bring up something that might surprise a few people. This is the 2nd highest scoring game the Hilltoppers have played this year. And the 28 points that University has put up in, let's say, 3.25 quarters is the most Chardon has given up all year long on defense. Ball will go into the end zone. So there's some positives from this game, Jamie, but also some negatives starting to show up in the fact that the Hilltoppers, that shutdown defense has gone away in this game. This really is their last big tune-up before the playoffs next week at 0-8 Lakeside.
You looking past Frank Hall?
I'm not looking past Frank Hall, but Jamie, it's a team that has struggled mightily, again, with injuries and just with low numbers. Traditional wing T formation, man in motion, and the handoff. Well, actually, it's going to be Sullivan keeping it again. did a nice job on the play fake, and
Nice
Sullivan
job to stay in bounds,
up near the
too.
28-yard line near side.
That's big. That's going to be 25 seconds. That's a veteran play. You stay in bounds there. University still has 3 timeouts.
Now, and the ability, Jamie, to score in a hurry. Similar formation for Sullivan and company. Man in motion. And that time he does hand the ball off. Jordan Barrett. And Barrett able to work his way, tiptoe the sideline, stay in bounds, pick up the first down as he comes near side up to the 39.
Seen a really nice game from Jordan Barrett today, man. And coming in, where was he at? I'm looking at your notes right now. 233 yards, which was good enough for 5th on the team.
Yeah.
But it's been his night.
No, he's had a very nice night tonight, and nice to see it from the senior on senior night. 7:44 to go. Ross now in motion. And the handoff up the gut.
You mentioned, Matt, that was
Grippy.
a gain of about 5.
Or was it Sivas?
I think it was
It was Grippy.
Yeah. You mentioned the win against Riverside, the 8-minute drive. An 8-minute drive at this point in the game, even if you don't get points, gets you a win in week 9. And that's what Chardon has to do right now. Finish this one off.
You want to win, the most important thing. Handoff near side, Barrett. Barrett 45, midfield 50 before he's tripped up after he picks up the first down.
Yeah, he needed 6, he got 8.
Feldman in on the tackle for US.
Moved the chains and he got into University territory as well to the 49.
Now Chardon, Jamie, doing a nice job continuing to, again, take time off the clock. Cardina, the lone split end far side. Sullivan going to keep it. Sullivan wrestled down a quick tackle. Nice job to snuff that play out by Adam Dolka. We mentioned that next week we have the Lakeside game, audio only, but we also have another game that we'll be doing on GTV, and it's going to be our normal game in week 10, the big one.
Cardinal Berkshire, the battle for the Kinsman Cup in week 10. Boy, a lot on the line. Both teams a winner tonight. And for the Huskies, they hope to potentially make the playoffs. The Badgers try to ruin those dreams.
And Jamie, if I'm not mistaken, you'll be in on the call for that one?
That's right. Halloween night, Matt.
Now wave that play off, and U.S. signaling it's against the Hilltoppers.
Halloween night in Burton. Battle for the Kinsman Cup. I think that matchup is now in its, maybe its 61st year.
Wow.
With the Huskies, I think, a 1-game advantage over Berkshire in all of those matchups. And there's going to be a lot of running in that game, and you can see.
Penalty went against delay of game against the Hilltoppers. Sullivan going to keep it himself across the 50, 45, spinning around and brought down shy of the 40, out near the 41.
Very, very nice run.
He picked up a large chunk of that. It was 2nd and 18, and it's now going to be 3rd and about 4.
Four down territory, I think, Matt. Keep the ball on the ground. North and south.
Man in motion, spinning around Jordan Barrett. Barrett trying to get that first down. I think he has it. This is going to be close. It's going to depend on the spot of the football.
He got the forward progress. A official looking and says first down. Big first down. University's going to have to think about their timeouts.
Jamie, we talked about the Kinsman Cup in that big game, and it's a huge game for Cardinal. Cardinal right now sits in the 8th spot in Division 5, Region 15. Leading the way in that one is Canton Central Catholic, and they've pretty much clinched a home game and the #1 seed. Sullivan again under center. Clock running now under 5 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from the 37. And Grippy going to take the ball, and Grippy crosses the 35 up near the 34 for a gain of about 3.
Preppers are going to use their first timeout, Matt, so with 4:33, they have seen enough of this Chardon offense, and now's the time they're going to make the stand.
Getting back to Cardinal, Ursuline, Youngstown Ursuline sits in 2nd place. Then in 3rd is Youngstown Liberty, followed by Gilmore in 4th, Beechwood in 5th, United, they're from Hanoverton, if you ever wondered where that is. Then Independence and Cardinal. Now following Cardinal is Crestview, then Harrison Central, Black River, and Girard. So a lot of teams right now. Cardinal has 9.0875 points, and Independence with 10.0125.
Cardinal just has an issue with their strength of schedule, and unfortunately, even if they go 8-2, they may not get in.
Well, Gilmore has undefeated in Loudonville tonight, then Youngstown Christian, who's 1-7. United plays Crestview tonight, who's 4-4, and East Palestine, who's 3-5 next week. Independence has 5-3. Cuyahoga Heights tonight, and undefeated Kirtland. Actually, I've got it worked around. It's at Kirtland tonight, and then Cuyahoga Heights next week. Sullivan going to keep it himself. Sullivan racing toward the end zone, left side, some running room, the 20, the 10, and Sullivan staying in bounds. He's eventually forced out of bounds near the 5-yard line, and the Hilltoppers will take that because he puts them in great scoring position.
Touchdown here is going to put University in a very difficult situation, and now on 1st and goal. Chardon usually, Matt, does not fail this close to the end zone.
It'll be 1st and goal from the 5, and here come the Hilltoppers. Make no mistake about it, they want this touchdown here to hopefully ice this game. Man in motion is Ross. And the handoff, is it? It's a touchdown, Toppers. Ben Sivas again finds the end zone. Ole, he just has the hat trick.
All in short yardage situations, that one from 5 yards out. And Matt, I think that's going to just about do it. University's going to be hard-pressed to score 3 times in 4 minutes.
Well, maybe for the final time in her career, Riley Tatanetti out to attempt to kick on this field. Tatanetti splits the uprights, and Chardon once again up by 21, 49-28. With that, let's pause, take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the remainder of this game for you here on GTV.
Well, if you're listening live at home, it's 49-28, the Hilltoppers on top. It wasn't as easy as we thought it might be, but Chardon, with this 21-point lead, is in a very good position to go 7-2 on this season, heading into Lakeside in Week 10.
A few quick scores for you. Mayfield 42, Medina 16, and North wins their 3rd straight game, 34-13 over Geneva.
Back to receive for the Preppers.
Welcome back to Chardon Memorial. Drew McCartney set to kick it off. It's a high kick. Will be fielded by Feldman near his 10, and Feldman has some running room before he's brought down from behind. And I think that was Jordan Barrett in on the tackle. Jacob Urchek in on the tackle.
Well, no question here what University's going to do. It's been what they've been doing most of the night with the quick passes. Don't let somebody get behind you like we had the last time the Preppers were out on the field. And you got to watch, obviously, Vuderis, and you got to watch LeConte. Those have been the two guys who get the ball.
Well, they're going to keep it on the ground. And Bullock up to about the 35.
It's an interesting play call.
Now, second time we've seen them start off with a run. Jamie, I believe we've seen the last of Patrick Sullivan tonight. Joey Dinko warming up along the sideline should the Hilltoppers have another crack at it offensively.
University also doesn't take a timeout, so they're just ready to go.
Well, 3 wide outs, 2 to one side, or 2 to the far side, 1 to the near side. Now man in motion, and it's going to be a kind of a, I guess it'd be, yeah, it's LeConte with the catch. Going to be good enough for first down.
Yeah. LeConte is what, man? He's a junior?
He is. LeConte's the junior, and he stands 5'8", 160.
Yeah, he's the Lightning. Vuderis is the Thunder.
Cunningham from the gun. Pump fake, now flushing out left side. Cunningham slips and falls, and he is brought down.
We talked about some of that slickness, and you saw it right there on that field turf.
John Karakas, the senior, 5'8", 190, give him the sack.
University again, they're going to let the clock run, Matt. They've decided, you know what, we played well, we gave it our best go, and they are just out there trying to run plays, but still the clock is running.
Chardon showing blitz. Hilltoppers are going to bring Cunningham down near the line of scrimmage. That was Ben Sivas in on the tackle.
No huddle now with 2:30.
Well, clock, Jamie, will continue to run. It's 3rd down and 18 for the Preppers. Low snap, Cunningham able to pick it up, feeling a lot of pressure, going to chuck it down the field, ball up in the air, it's intercepted, Mike Connick with the pick.
That was a go-get-'em ball, and no question, Mikey Connick wanted it. He makes the play, and now Dinko's going to come in. University's not going to try to stop the clock, Matt, and the Hilltoppers are just about to wrap up their 7th win of the season.
A huge 7th win. It's going to keep them on track for playoff hopes. Chardon having some issues with their package coming out on the field. They will burn a timeout. But boy, if you're a Hilltopper fan, you're going to want to be checking out joeitel.com next weekend, because that website will be giving you a pretty good idea of where your team is going to finish.
Well, Chardon, there is another website that sort of builds off that. Chardon, a 99% chance to make the playoffs as long as they win the last 2 games. They've got one of them down. We've mentioned part of the reason that we've been talking playoffs so much is the fact that Lakeside is 0-8. Not sure what they've done tonight, but they have struggled. And so Hilltoppers will travel out to Ashtabula next week. The win is going to get them into the playoffs. The question's going to be where and who are they going to play. They're going to be on the road almost certainly. It would take something really crazy to get them into a host home game.
We'll have a better feel for it next week, but the way the numbers are looking, they might go in as a number 6 or 7 seed. Dinko going to hand the ball off, and the first man through the pile, number 46, Shaman Leach, the junior, 5'11", 172. So Leach will move the pile forward, and it'll be second down and about 7 for the Coppers. Now under 2 minutes to play. The band and the Crazies enjoying this one. It was a fun senior night as Joey Dinko, a sophomore, 5'9", 140, is under center. Dinko going to hand the ball off left side. Could not tell who carried that. It might have been Alex. No, it couldn't have been Hamilton. He's a split end.
3rd and short, and a Chardon first down here will put the victory formation in.
No, they just need this first down, Jamie. Handoff, and I don't know if they got it. Boy, Shaman Leach spun around, and they're going to mark him. They're going to say he lost the yard on the play, so the clock will continue to go, and Chardon may very well just kind of let this go down to about it. Well, no, timeout will be called by U.S., so the Preppers want the ball back, which means that Chardon now will have to punt.
I don't think they want it back, man. I don't know why they called a timeout. That's
the only thing I can come up with, Jamie, is they want. I don't know why else you'd stop the clock.
I mean, the last time they had the ball, they played with no urgency at all. So I don't know. Maybe this is a teaching moment of some kind.
Hey, while we're talking playoffs, want to mention to you, Chagrin Falls sitting in the 12th spot in Division 4, Region 11. NDCL clinging to the 8th spot in Division 4, Region 11 as well. No word. No word yet.
Ben Melbasa at Notre Dame still looking for his first North Coast League win.
Madison and South looking like they're in control of things. Riverside has to win tonight to make the playoffs. They lose and they will not make it. The handoff left side. Leach has some running room. Leach up the middle, one stiff arm, and Leach making his way toward the end zone will be brought down shy of the goal line around the 5. And Shaman Leach, Jamie, had a lot of running room, just could not turn on the burners to beat the 2 safeties.
That was a heck of a stiff arm, too. He sought the defender out there. Now with 30 seconds left, the clock is stopped. Chardon is in a 1st and goal situation, but
well, they're going to spot the ball at the 10.
Well, there's no chains, so
no chains.
Whether or not it's 1st and goal, here's victory formation. One snap,
it's
and
not
we've got
matter.
it.
So there we go. There's the final snap, and that does it. Dinko will take a knee, and the Hilltoppers a huge winner tonight, 49-28.
Obviously, some ways that Chardon would like to have improved. There's certainly things that they're going to want to get better at, Matt, but you know what's most important here at Memorial Field tonight? Getting the win and moving on, and that's what they were able to do despite some adversity in the second half.
And it was a huge, huge game, Jamie. And Patrick Sullivan, a big night. Mike Connick, a huge night. Joe Grippy, a touchdown. Sean Maroney, an interception touchdown return. Ben Sivas, 3 touchdowns. Jordan Barrett, a 70-yard touchdown reception. It really was senior night tonight here in Chardon.
You know, it really, really was. The seniors stepped up huge, and they made play after play all the way around. And so that's the way that it's supposed to be. Last time we will be at Memorial Field for a football game in 2014.
Absolutely. That does it here for us on GTV. Our thanks going out to Chris Graw, Brian Foster, of course, executive producer Dave Jevnikar. We can't forget Brett Iyer back at Master Control. And my friend and partner, Jamie Ward. Once again, always a pleasure. I am Matt Jaworski. The final from Chardon Memorial. It is Chardon 49 and US 28. Take care, everybody.